We're at Aggie Stadium in Greensboro, North Carolina for the 23rd meeting between the Bison of Howard University, who come in with a 6-0 record, against the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. They are also 6-0. Hello again, everyone. Charlie Neal along with Lynn Barney. And when you talk about the Super Bowl of black college football, this could very well be it for the 1993 season. You have two unbeaten teams. You have the teams that are vying for the conference championship. And I'll tell you, they're not going to hold anything back today.
No, they're not, Charlie. As you mentioned, there's a great deal at stake. It's homecoming here at A&T. We was at the hotel last night. I mean, noise all night. We're going to have noise all day and a great football game.
And when you talk about these two teams, first of all, let's talk about Howard University. Steve Wilson is their head football coach. He's in his 5th year. He has never beaten the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. As a coach or as a player, when he played for 4 years at Howard University, he'd like to turn that around today.
No question, Charlie. A former NFL great, as you mentioned, he'd certainly like to get some revenge back as a player and as a coach today.
When you talk about one of the keys for their success this year is a young man named Jay Walker, their quarterback, who leads the conference in just about every offensive category.
Tremendously great quarterback, Charlie. No question he's got the NFL in his eyes and in his heart. He can throw the long ball, the short, the intermediate ball, and he can scramble if he has to.
And he has 4 great receivers. I nickname them the Gnat, the Fly, the Lightning Bug, and the Flea. And he'll try to hit each one of them today. On the other side of the ledger, you have Coach Bill Hayes of North Carolina A&T in his 6th year here. And, of course, when you talk about a record that he has put up, 30-some wins, only 8 losses, and this is dating back to 1991. He has done a tremendous job with this Aggie program.
Phenomenal job, Charlie. He's had a plethora of ball players that come out. Some of them have hit the professional ranks, but he's been more interested in the graduation. Today, he's got winning on his mind for the conference.
Well, one of the things that they're going to have to be concerned about on defense is the stopping the passing of Jay Walker. And one of the men who's going to be responsible is free safety Curtis Burgeons. And he has 6 interceptions already this year to lead the conference.
A great ball player, Charlie. He has all the makings to go to the professional ranks as well as the defensive backs. Good techniques, good fundamentals. As you mentioned, he's leading the conference with 6 interceptions. He'd like to pick off a couple of the Skywalkers today.
Okay, it should be a great ball game from Aggie Stadium, homecoming, capacity crowd. In fact, they're going to have about 8,000 people standing. And we'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening kickoff from Greensboro in just a moment.
Check this. My impression of the world without Coca-Cola Classic. Bugged, right?
Away, 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 away.
Some people are content to be entertained by simple one-color electronics. Somehow these people have just never heard of Game Gear, the multicolor portable from Sega with tons of new titles.
Every second of an asthma attack can feel like an eternity. That's why there's Primatene Mist. Primatene opens clogged breathing tubes fast when speed counts. Primatene Mist, fastest type asthma relief without a prescription.
23rd meeting between the Aggies of North Carolina A&T and the Bison of Howard University. Charlie Neal and Lynn Barney with you here. A gorgeous afternoon in Aggie Stadium in Greensboro, North Carolina. Today's game is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Coke, always a good call, always Coca-Cola. And by Campbell Soup. Never underestimate the power of soup. And here are the officials for today's games assigned by the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. Actually, Dwight Pettiford is now the umpire, replacing Robert Hellam. Sam Jordan is our referee. Larry Morrow, the line judge. Pete Hayes, the back judge. Walt Dockery is the head linesman. And Simi Lavender is the field judge. The Aggies will receive the opening kickoff. They lead in this series. As I mentioned, this is the 23rd meeting. 13-8-1. They have won 4 straight over the Howard University Bison. As you look at Jason DeCure, a walk-on freshman who is putting the ball on the tee, getting it ready to kick off. And, of course, the Aggies of North Carolina A&T, their deep man. Number 24 is Brian Rodman, third leading kickoff return man in the conference, averaging 25 yards per return. He's already returned one this year for 90 yards. And This 23rd meeting, homecoming 1993, and a sold-out Aggie Stadium. The tickets were sold yesterday morning. And this is for all the marbles, possibly. Howard University enjoying one of its finest seasons in recent years. They are 6-0. So are the Aggies. And the kickoff, the short one, comes down to one of the up men for the Aggies of North Carolina A&T, and he stopped at the 25, and that's where they'll go to work. First down 10 at their own 25-yard line. So let's look at the Aggie offense. They have an offensive line that averages 270 pounds, 7 seniors, 4 sophomores up front. Tyrone Brown lied as the captain, the center. And you look at the receivers. The tight end is Baldwin. Artis, a good one. The wide out. They run from the wing T formation. On the end around 21 on the carry is Turner, and Barry Turner gets a yard, and that's about it. Trying to go to the right side. Let's look at the defense of the Bison of Howard University, a line that averages 281. They start 4 seniors, 6 juniors, and a sophomore. Spears, Sanders, Kinchin, and Richards are the men up front. The linebackers, a good one. Jose White and Mark Christie along with Shakur Lou. And into the secondary as they continue to run for first down is James White, who is their leading rusher, coming into the game with 634 yards. And he gets off a big chunk of real estate down to the 43-yard line.
James White, their fullback, Charlie. Not too big in stature as far as his up and down verticalness at 5'8". But he's tallying 223 pounds as the ball is handed off again.
And again on the carry is James White, who came into the game averaging 6.4 yards a carry, 115 yards a game.
Back-to-back first downs and 10s. The Aggies seem to be on the march right now. They come up in their double wing formation with motion.
And they're going quickly.
Ooh.
And nothing doing that time for Fred Ingram, trying to go on the sweep to the near side. Defense is the name of the game, and watch what Howard does with its defense right here.
Indeed,
breaking
it is,
through.
Charlie.
Is that Mike Sanders? No, Joe White, the linebacker on the stop.
Penetration.
High.
Penetration will be the key to...
Back to pass. Nikhil Bolin in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Fred Ingram. Covering the defense for Howard, Jeremy Adamson. And he breaks it up.
Yeah, well, he broke it up because the intended receiver heard footsteps. He didn't watch it in his hand. It's WBIH, but again, was open. All he had to do was watch it in his hands. He had about 5 yards. However, this brings up a punting situation. 4th down.
Carl Warren back to do the honors, averaging 37.3 yards per punt for leading punter in the conference. There's Gary Harrell, back return to bunt, averaging 11 yards per punt return. High snap, end over end, returnable, but maybe not. It'll bounce down inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. That's where Howard will go to work. First down and 10. They'll get the ball for the first time this afternoon. There's no score. We're underway here in Greensboro, homecoming 1993. 13-10 remaining in the first quarter.
Good opening series for the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. Picked up 2 good first downs and 10s. Didn't convert on a passing situation, but up for 4th down punting. First time for the Bison.
1st and 10. Will they go to the air? Harrell is in motion. One lone setback is Rupert Grant Walker. Back to pass on first down, has time, and has it complete for a first down out to the 29-yard line to Dwayne Williams, a junior from Palatka, Florida, his 7th reception of the year.
A lot of scouts in the audience today, Charlie. New Orleans, the Indianapolis coach, the Los Angeles Rams, just the host.
Cardinals.
Yes, the Cardinals, yes. And
they like Jay Walker.
No question about it.
Although there are a number of other players they'd like to take a look at also today.
Howard
from both squads.
Howard concedes we have 4 or 5 ball players could be playing in the NFL next year.
Play action. Walker being flushed up, not getting a chance to pass, picks up a couple of yards. Out to the 31, it'll be 2nd down and 8.
2 fine squads coming into this game, 6-0, as you mentioned, Charlie. 2 outstanding coaches, Steve and Billy. Here we go. Good pressure slide. There's a big kid here. They call him J.L. Walker. 6'4", 220 pounds, a fifth-year senior. Sky Walker, and what an arm he has.
He gained one on the play. Make it 2nd down and 9. The tight end, Sierra, goes to the left side. Cunningham and Flea Harrell on the near side. Play action again. They're looking for the screen. Oh! Pass almost intercepted by LaVerry Covington, I believe it was. Now 54 actually was the Mike Hamilton that almost came up with it. They tried the little shuffle pass, and it didn't work. So bring up a 3rd and 9.
That was a delayed shuffle. Looked like it almost was an intended screen. Here it is. Good play action fake. A lot of pressure. That's what you have to do. You got to play defense on the other side of the line of scrimmage. There's the shuffle to the intended tight end, number 83, David Sierra.
Actually, it was probably supposedly a tight end screen.
Yes. A lot of pressure, and he had to shuffle it instead of passing it over on.
Aggies defense came into the game with 18 sacks of opposing quarterbacks, which tied them for 3rd in the conference in that category. They've also recorded an interception. Plus, they've returned a couple of interceptions, a safety rather. They've also returned a couple of interceptions for touchdowns. And their linebackers are very active because the linebackers are the ones that return those INTs for TDs.
They're quite opportunistic on the turnovers. Giveaway, takeaway ratio, they're in the column.
Harrell in motion. Walk back to pass, throws in the middle, has it complete to Harrell. He had 13 receptions a week ago against, and we got a flag, looked like tacked on the top of that flag.
Maybe a late hit.
Harrell gets the first down across the 40 to the 42.
Harrell out of Miami, Charlie.
That's another passing first down. Howard, who in the first down department has gotten 62 of their first downs, 1 pass plays.
Good a chance to see Walker set up. Watch the whip-like motion. Good tight spiral. Good pass away from the defender. Harrell, the receiver. Good enough for first down yardage. Again, the penalty is tacked onto it. The ball now is at Howard's 48-yard line. First down and 10.
That's flagrant. 5 miles an hour.
5 yards.
5 yard face penalty.
I love you too.
And it is first down and 10.
Trips to the right.
Walker sprints to the right.
Getting protection.
As time throws, has it complete to Harrell, his 2nd reception, and another first down to the 40 of the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. So he has 2 receptions today to go with the 40 that he came into today's game with, giving him 42 for the year.
Get a chance to watch the big men up front blocking. Good protection here. Bell, Mitchell, Hall, Reese, and Bowers, all giving him great protection as he goes out to the right, fine over-the-head spiral. His intended receiver, Harrell, first down yardage at the 40-yard line of the A&T of North Carolina.
He needs 6 receptions to break a school record for receptions in a career. Feet to Rupert Grant out of the backfield, and Grant to the 27-yard line, and another first down for the Howard University Bison.
You got to give him a lot of credit, Charlie. Again, a lot of pressure applied initially by the defensive front 4 for North Carolina A&T, but now the offensive line, the big guys I called out, Bowers, Reese, Hall, Mitchell, and Bell, are all doing a tremendous job. Look at the well-formed pocket here. Wish we had the telestrator here today, but it wouldn't work anyway. Good job to the big fella, Rupert, as he eaches it down further toward that end zone.
The running play of the game, Rupert Grant trying to bounce outside, and he's down to the 21. Grant with about 5 yards on that carry. Make it 6, so it'll be 2nd down and 4. Rupert Grant came into the game averaging just under 5 yards per attempt. He scored 8 touchdowns rushing, which puts him as the leading scorer in the Bison Athletic Conference with 9 touchdowns.
Defense is getting tired now. They've been on the field for quite a number of plays. First possession for the Bison.
This is indicative of the type of drive that North Carolina A&T is noted for. Rupert Grant stuffed in the backfield, nowhere to go. Hamilton, the first man to meet him, number 54, freshman out of Greenville, South Carolina, Southside High.
Sprint, attempt to get a chance to look at it again. Here it is. Sprint. There it is on a play-action pass. But it's given to Rupert, as you meant. Rupert Grant, fine job by number 57, linebacker Torrin James, along with number 54, Michael Hamilton. Brings up a 3rd down and about 6.
Back to
up plenty of time. Oh, great catch at the 15-yard line by Jermaine Kahn, the transfer out of Ole Miss, and it's another first down for Howard University. Here's a young man who caught 29 passes for Mississippi last year, transferred to Howard University, and watch the catch.
Great blocking there, Charlie. Just tremendous pocket there formed around Jay Walker as he delivers a strike to Kahn for first down yardage to keep the drive alive. This kid catches a touchdown catch last week, winning touchdown. No seconds on the clock for the win.
Maybe running.
Oh, touchdown!
Touchdown, Howard University. Dwayne Williams, his first touchdown reception of the year, and it comes from 17 yards out.
Yards culminating on this sprint out to the left by Jay Skywalker. Set up just a great job away from his natural position to the right. Hit a wide open Dwayne Williams as he scoots it into the end zone for the first score of the day. PAT
17 yards secure for the PAT, and it is good, and it's 7-0 Howard with 9:31 left in the first quarter. And what a drive they put together, 82 yards. And we'll be back.
The world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud, Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud.
There are many ways to add excitement to your life, but only one comes in a box. Azuma, the totally out-of-control game of card passing, stick grabbing, thoroughly mind-blowing fun. Azuma, reckless abandon, stuffed in a box.
Wondering if you're pregnant? This blue line gives an answer even your doctor could trust. It's the line in New Clear Blue Easy. If you see it, you're pregnant. If you don't, you're not. New Clear Blue Easy. All you need to know in one line.
How many yards?
Charlie Neal, Lim Barney, and we're here in Aggie land. It's Homecoming 1993, and Howard University just took their opening drive and marched 82 yards. And Jay Walker, one whale of an opening performance in that drive.
Indeed.
Completed all but one pass, and that was that shuffle pass.
Ominous pressure was applied.
And I think 72 of 82 yards were in the air. 10-play, 82-yard drive. They used 3:39 off the clock. And DeCure has the ball on the tee, preparing to kick off once again to the Aggies. And the deep man will be Brian Rodman. Comes to one of the up men for the Aggies. Trying to get back in the middle of the field, and he's dropped at the 25-yard line. The return man was Rudy Brown, number 33.
Tremendous job by the special teams men, the trained killers.
Again, you look at the Aggie offense. We talked about the fact that the offensive line averages 270. He's a lineman. That side, Tyrone Brown, Hamilton, Lyde. They've been together 4 years beside each other. This is Ronald Edwards on that right tackle. The only newcomer, basically, to that group is Lamont Jones, who may be their best run blocker. He's at the right guard.
A lot of love there being together for 4 years.
Bill Hayes. Pete Hayes is one of the referees in the game. Bill Hayes is 6 years here, 12 years at Winston-Salem, and has done a fantastic job. They beat 4 ranked teams already this year. On the sweep. And into the secondary for first down out to the 31-yard line is Fred Ingram. Ingram, a junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina, East Mecklenburg High. 10th leading rusher in the conference, averaging 7 yards a carry.
Good force there, good field, but excellent blocking at the point of attack. Good job. Running back White did a good job on the block. Ball carrier was Fred Ingram. Tremendous job, first down and 10.
In In motion is Ingram again, straight ahead. They give the ball to Turner. Turner out to about the 37, 38-yard line. It'll be second down. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. The Aggies again ranked number 5 in the nation in 1AA. In fact, that's the highest ranking any team in the MEAC has had in the conference's 21-year history. Here's Turner into the secondary before it's finally brought down by Dwight Franklin, but not before he gets out to the 41-yard line, a yard shy of a first down.
Good job here. Look at White again, blocking at the point of attack. Opening up a hole there for the running back, 21, Barry Turner. They have at least about 9 backs that they could start as a running back.
Anybody.
Yes.
And trying to get the first down, and looks like he made it to the 48-yard line. Is Fred Ingram. Or was that White? That was James White, actually. 32. First and 10.
That's a good job for the running back coach, too, to be able to select a plethora of blacks to run from and keep them fresh. Play action. Pressure. Oh, intercepted!
And falling down after the interception is Jeremy Adamson, his 4th interception of the year. Adamson, the leading interceptor from the Howard University team, creates the first turnover of the afternoon.
Action for the quarterback, number 9, rolling out. Boland, here he is, got some pressure, stumbles a little. It's to his side because he's a southpaw left-handed. Excellent job by number 9 for Howard. Adamson going up. Good verticality here as he gets it at his highest peak. Brings it down, first turnover of the day. Great field position from the Bisons of Howard University at its own 46-yard line. First down and 10. Their second series in this first quarter.
Only the 4th interception that Maceo Boland has thrown this year. Walker back to pass.
Everybody out in the backfield.
Dropped by Cunningham. He had some running room if he could have held on.
Got a WBI. However, I must say for the young man, 21, Cunningham, the intended receiver, the ball was thrown a bit behind him. He almost had to make a 160-degree adjustment. No pressure here.
What I like about Walker is, you know, a lot of quarterbacks will follow their receivers in the pattern. He looked at the last moment at Cunningham.
Cunningham was perhaps the 4th receiver in rotation here. Everybody was out of the backfield. We call it a black pattern because there's nobody in the block. We got some premature movement by the tight end.
David Sierra.
Sierra is right. Marching back 5, bring up, second down and 15. But you're right, Charles. He's got great mechanical skills as a quarterback. He's poised. He's a big kid, as we mentioned, 6'4", 220 pounds, and has a rifle for an arm. He throws the home run ball, the short to intermediate passes, and he's been the spiritual leader for them this year. Even though it's in a silent manner, he's been their spiritual leader.
He's working from the shotgun on 2nd long. From outside the 40 at the 41. Aggies showing blitz, and here they go. But they pick it up pretty good. But he will not get away. The blitz paid off. He sacked back at the 30. And for the Aggies, that's their 19th sack of the year.
LaVerry Covington in there on the charge. Number 52. I'm sure we'll get a chance to see it again with help from number 57, Torrin James.
That's the 18th time that Howard has been sacked this year.
As you mentioned, Charlie, momentarily the blitz was picked up.
That could be considered not only a good rush, but a good coverage downfield. It could be a coverage sack.
It was, Charlie. Coverage sack as well as good pressure sack. Here's number 57, Torrin scraping off with number 54, Michael Hamilton peeling off in the middle for a loss of about 10 yards.
Flag right. Defense, the tight end moved again, Sierra. He picked his hand up and then tried to put it back down.
And that's a no-no.
Number 83. So penalties are hurting Howard right now. They had a golden opportunity with the interception by Jeremy Adamson
at the 46-yard line.
And now they're all the way back to the 25 with this 5-yard penalty.
Well, a missed pass that was intended for Cunningham, thrown a bit behind him by Guy Walker. Offsides by the tight end Sierra.
Twice.
12-yard sack. on the quarterback, and now another jump by the tight end Sierra. They're going to have to get a synchronization. Trips left, he brings them out.
Walker.
Got a lot of room.
On his feet. And gets the
First down
close
almost.
to it. Let's see where they mark it.
I'll tell you what, Charlie, I saw the guy over here with that marker. He's going to have to get that marker out of there, or at least throw it down. That red marker at the top. Get a chance to hit again. It's an all-out blitz, which puts man-to-man coverage on these 5 eligible receivers. Here it is. It opens up. Good lane there. Walker alertly up to the middle. Skirts out to the left sideline. Couple of would-be tacklers there. And watch the guy with the good strength. Look at there. Watch the guy with that marker. He's got to get that marker down and out of there. That's why Bubba Smith tore his knee as the Baltimore coach. The guy held that marker. He's got to get that mark out, and it's a metal marker. It will do damage to you.
I think they did damage to the marker, too, over there. They're trying to repair it right now. They did not give him the first down, but it was a great scramble by Walker.
Excellent scramble. Did you see him bowl his head down and continue to drive would-be tacklers back?
There's Coach Wilson over on the sideline, sitting down talking to his quarterback. Meanwhile, it brings up a 4th down punting situation. That'll bring on Ruben Ruiz, another freshman out of Allendale High in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, second leading punter in the conference. This is his first punt of the afternoon, averaging just over 38 yards per attempt.
Just speaking of Bubba Smith and the guy with the marker, how he tore up his knee in Baltimore. Bubba was on Urkel the other night. Did you?
No, I missed it.
Yeah. Big Bubble and Urkel. What a pillow make. You talk about the odd couple.
They're trying to fix the chain.
Yeah. It's dangerous. They've got to get that chain box down or out of the way when you see men running over in that area.
They're taping it up.
Well, he
So
broke it then.
I think
He
it
broke
probably strained its ligaments.
Yeah, but you know, Charlie, for the people who are holding that chain, even though they may be neophytes and don't know a lot about it, you have to do them like attendants do you when you sit in those exit row seats. You have to explain what you have to do in the case of an emergency. And that certainly was an emergency in that situation.
So while they attend to the injured chain, give it a crutch.
The trainer had to come out for the downside. Nice crisp fall afternoon. Sunshine.
Deion Caldwell, high snap by Ruiz.
Oh, he faked it, Charlie. Better get for the first down. If not, boom.
He may have gotten it. Let's see.
He got it, Charlie, because he needed to get to the 46-yard line and looked like he dove and his knee may have hit about the 46. It's going to be close.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, he looks like he's right on 45. He needed a half a yard.
I don't think he made it. The snap was high. I don't know if it was intended or not.
But I tell you,
it's a high snap.
Here it is. And this guy can't to block it. Good job by
I think that's why he brought it down and decided to run, because it was close to being, he thought he would have been blocked.
John Cure, the twin.
He did not make it. Just that much. A game of inches, as they say.
Yes, it is. Life is hard by the yard, but a cinch by the inch. Take the inches in life, people. Draw.
On a draw play.
Nothing.
White, nowhere to go. Lost a couple.
Defense is played on the other side of the line of scrimmage. It wasn't well camouflaged print. As a result, so then up front offensively, particularly the guards, where the blocking needs to be sharpest, was not. Defense made the penetration and stopped the ball carrier for a 2-yard loss. So bring up second. I love him too.
Back to pass is Bowling. Steps up.
Good coverage.
Catch.
Good coverage.
And a first down.
Bad spot, though. Bad spot by the official who wasn't the man.
44-yard line.
Bad spot.
So a first down and 10 for the Aggies of North Carolina A&T as Rudy Art picks up his 22nd reception of the year.
We talk about the strong arm of Walker for the Bison. Watch Boland's on for A&T. Boom, a rifle.
And what was even more ironic, that was interference, actually.
A little bit.
Here's White.
Ooh,
White scrambled inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
We need to see how White is continually avoiding would-be tacklers. I mean, you know, it's got up there, good forcing, good feeling, good containment, but White is continually grinding out yards. He picks
23
up about
at 5'8". I'll tell you, that's why he's grinding them out.
Nobody wants to get in their way, yeah.
A human bowling ball.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Second and 5.
Picked up the 6 yards on the carry.
White again.
First
down to the 30.
Ooh. Fumble. Was it a fumble?
White, when you look at the numbers, 105 yards against Appalachian State, 112 against Winston,
Would-be tacklers.
130 against
Would-be
Western
tacklers.
Carolina.
Watch the late hit, and he hit his own man. Come on, number 97. What you doing? Keep your eyes open, Jose White.
198 yards against Liberty, 110 against Morgan.
He's a 100-yard man.
He is a 100-yard man. Could be the first 1,000-yard rusher in the history of the Aggies of A&T. And look at Larry King, Jr. out of Tarboro, North Carolina, only his 31st carry of the year. But he picks up valuable yardage for the Aggies down to the 22-yard line.
He's not to talk to a host, but if he keeps running like that for the first time he gets the ball, he will have a show of his own as he picks up about 8 yards. Get a chance to see it again. Good sharp blocking here at the point of attack. It's a trap. He's got a gaping hole. More would-be tackling. The tacklers in defense by the Bison aren't sharp at all right now.
Well, the Aggies have made a reputation and a living with this, what you might call a blue streak offense. They call the defense the Blue Death.
Yeah.
But this blue streak has been doing it all year. Rudy Brown on the carry the last time.
Another one of those backs that is cornucopia of backs that he has here. 9 or 10 backs he could play in the backfield at any given time.
First down at 17.
Oh.
Number 71 jumps off sides. That's out of bounds.
Stay down.
Simpsonville, South Carolina, senior, preseason 1AA All-American, and a 4-year starter at that tackle spot.
Stay down, Tyrone Brown. You can ill afford to have mental mistakes here in the scoring zone. It's categorically known as a red zone. What you do is the further you march your man back, the greater the chances are that he's going to miss the field goal. It brings up second down.
Maceo Bolin, screen.
You might be able to count this one.
Knocked down by Neil Downing at the 10-yard line.
Ingram
They mark it at the 8.
reception.
There's Reverend Jesse Jackson and the A&T alumni.
Yes.
And he's here on the sideline rooting on the Aggies. They mark it at the 8. First down and goal, Aggies. Their deepest penetration of the day.
I think they got it marked as second, Charlie. We'll get to see what that penalty. Here it is. A good
It is second down.
two-man screen out of the backfield. Ingram, good
Second
blocking there. Good tackle by the defense. Here it is, back to live action. White, touchdown.
White made it look easy. Been doing it all year. His 7th, 8th touchdown of the year.
I mean, the 7 or
8-yard run.
Okay. Here it is. Good blocking here at the point of attack. You can barely see him because of his short stature running, and good low center gets to the ground, and he burrows his way into the end zone for their first score. Score now 7-6. PAT forthcoming.
55-yard drive. He's only missed one. That is this year by Warren. And he's now hit 29 of 30. And we have a tie ball game with 2:47 remaining in the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen and fans, if you're...
BD, just watch it.
Until the tick-tock, you don't stop. You put a can in your hand and just pop the top. Yo, Chris, what's up, love? What's that in your hand? It's the X to the B-R-I-C-E can. Under the cross, Chris, streets a crazy twist of unexpectedness that you should never miss. So what's your name? Daddy, M-A-C, and what you drink? S-B-R-I-C-E. Cause it's a lifesaver when your need thirst quenching like shit with the llama twist. Now you know that's kicking. Word, so drink up is what you gotta do. Why? Cause I like this fight in you.
If you're ready for fun, here's the place to start. I wanna get to it, wanna get fast. Around here you get the chance. You got to know.
what's in the Navy for you. Call 1-800-USA-NAVY or contact your local Navy recruiter.
Charlie Neal, Lem Barney, Aggie Stadium, Homecoming 93. The Aggies just completed a 55-yard drive. James White with his 8th rushing touchdown of the year, and they've come back to tie it up. Just to recap the scoring in case you just joined us, Jay Walker on the first Howard drive took his team 82 yards and completed a 17-yard pass to Dwayne Williams, which made it 7-0. Then White with an 8-yard run. This is a deep one. Owens at the 2-yard line. Owens trying to get to the corner. Owens spun around at the 15, and that's as far as he'll go. That's Dondre Owens. There's a twin combination, Andre and Dondre. This is Dondre on the return. So Howard will go to work, first down and 10. The ball is spotted right at the 15-yard line.
Fine special teams played by the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. Plus, it was a long ways from the right side to try to get it all the way back to the left side. He kept stringing it out, and there are trained killers on these kick cover teams. Outstanding job. First down and 10 for the Bison at their own 15-yard line.
Trips receivers to the right. The Nat, the Fly, and the Fleet. Walker back to pass.
Good protect so far.
Rose. Sierra.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
He gave a little bit too much air on that one, I believe. Sierra was the tight end, the intended receiver.
He had a chance to amend himself for the 2 offsides. He occurred prior to the score of North Carolina A&T. Here the passing yardage comparison. 70 for Howard and 28 for Boulder.
Same thing.
Yes.
Walker came into the game 1,524 passing yards, 10 touchdowns. Give him one more, 11 for the year. Walker back to pass. Sierra again. He makes the catch this time for first down.
I tell you what, Charlie, that's a tremendous amount of confidence that the quarterback has in his tight end. He missed the last one, same pattern. Kids have jumped off sides on 2 times, and now he says, hey, Sky, don't lose confidence in me. Give it to me, man. I'll catch it. Good protection here at the point of attack. Good over-the-head spiral. Here's Sierra on the break. Good coverage here by number 37, man-to-man, John Dixon. The man who leads the conference in interceptions, isn't it? Oh, that's
Curtis Burgess.
Burgess, yes. First down and 10. Go, Charlie.
The difference was Walker did a better job of putting it in there on this particular time around.
Whoa!
Throws it up there. Cunningham can't get to it. The blitz was coming in the way of John Dixon, coming from the long safety. And Walker just let that ball away.
He did, Charlie. He may have squared the Sherman because he felt the heat by Dixon. 2 big plays. He may have called it may have been an audible here, but 2 big plays in a row defensively for Dixon. The last one on the coverage man on Sierra, and here he is from a corner blitz. Again, good separation there by the intended receiver on the defensive back. Ball overthrown. Brings up.
See the strong arm.
Oh, do I? He's got a shotgun.
It is 2nd and 10. One lone setback behind the quarterback. Well in motion. Walker on the draw. Here's Grant into the secondary. First down, close to it. Pick up about 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yes, it will. Pretty good call here from the straight formation here. Ball handed off to Grant.
You know, a lot of teams, Lem, use the run to loosen up the pass. This is a team that uses the pass to loosen up the run.
Yes. And with the team of bugs, as you call them, the gnat, the flea, the mosquito, and the hoppergrass, you'll have to loosen up. Might be a blitz here. It is.
Draw play again.
Good call on the blitz.
And Grant gets the first down to the 45.
Good blocking here by the offensive pick front 5 of the Bison. Again, Bell, Mitchell, Hall, Reese, and Bowers doing an outstanding job, not only on the running plays, but also blocking, giving protection for Jay Walker. Here it is. Good play on the blitz. Had more yardage had he not ran into his blocker
You know, one of the interesting thing is, Howard, when you look at their third down conversions this year, has not done a good job percentage-wise. But one of the reasons is they're past teams, so they don't have a lot of third down situations facing them.
They're picking everything up first and 10 on first and second down.
It's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Benny Walker gets a hand on it. The senior at 6'3" out of Aiken, South Carolina. Maybe the hardest working player on this Aggie squad, and he knocks it down.
He gets the James Brown trophy. He's the hardest worker, baby. He gets the James Brown trophy. 2nd and 10. The ball at the 46-yard line, resting just outside the 45 for Walker, a young man who transferred from Long Beach State, only his 2nd year starting as a collegiate, and he's a senior. 2nd down. 3 receivers to the near side. Blitz again being shown. It's on. Here they go. It's on. It's a good job by Walker eluding. Get rid of it. Oh, what a completion. Incomplete. Oh. Almost. Boy, did he escape danger there. Did he escape danger? Look at number 52, LaVerry Covington. He misses. He gets out the outstretched pursuit of Doug Blackwell. Watch the dead ball on the run, just a frozen rope. You got to look it in. You got to WBIH, Gary, because it's certainly a great chance of being a reception for first down yardage. Here's the 3rd down again, and Howard University, 21 of 74, coming into the game, 78% in 3rd down conversions. Let's see what they come up with this time. 3 receivers again to the near side. Brett Wright. Good passing time. Throws. Knocked away, incomplete, 4th down punting situation. Incomplete, intended on the Dwayne Williams, the young man who put the touchdown method. So Howard will wind up punting the ball away. You can't fault the quarterback, Jay Walker. I tell you what, he's put it right there into the hands of both the receivers. 2nd down and 3rd down. And the receivers just looked that ball in, Charlie, and he's done an outstanding job of escaping death because there's been a lot of pressure. Another high snap. Pretty good punt. Oh, did it. I don't know. You want let the official make the call. Yes, it is. Yes, that's an Aggie player. That's what you have to do as a ball player. That's an Aggie player. Don't stand around and question it. You let the official do what he's supposed to do, and that's his job. The ball did touch the intended return. John Hall was the man who picked it up. Barely getting it off. Good job of blocking here by the upback again. A punter who barely gets it away. Jason DeCure. Here it is, Charlie. It looked from here like it did touch the intended return, man. And he was trying. He couldn't get out of the way. Boom, a shoulder pad. There it is. You can see it carry him off the shoulder pad of his helmet. Great job by the kit coverman for the Bisons of Howard. 1st down and 10 at the 2-yard line. And that's just a mistake that you don't need to make. Moody Artis, very dangerous return man for the Aggies. He slipped and the ball just went right into him. Howard alertly jumped on it, recovered. They have it. 1st and 10 to 20. Here's good call over. Grant tripped up and tackled at the 10. 1st and goal. Howard. I tell you what, another excellent call by Jay Walker on a blitz. North Carolina A&T middle wide open, and Grant barely burst it into the end zone. Get a chance to see who made a touchdown saving shoestring tackle. There it is. Couldn't see his number. Excellent job by the defense. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Does 33 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Grant the lone setback again. They give it to Grant. Grant's at the 5 and at the 2. Good job, I tell you. Skywalker's got a plan for him. I tell you, talk to him at the top of the game, Charlie, at Coach Walker. And Wilson, I mean, I'm excited calling Jay Walker. Coach, now here's that last play by Grant. He said if they do deploy that blitz, if it's a running situation, we're going to tap the middle. And if it's a pass, we're going to do it down the middle to the strong safety. Well, that's the end of the 1st quarter. Howard will have it. 2nd and goal when we come back. We'll start the 2nd quarter. We'll be going from the other end of the field. It's all tied at 7.
Get busy, pass it on.
Busy, engaged in action, occupied.
Well, since I learned to read in the course Pass It On program, I feel like I'm going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe this is the key to something better, being able to read. I think a lot of people like to be doing what they're doing, but they don't know where to get help.
Since when did you learn to read at the course Literacy Pass It On program? is the definition of a busy person.
Call this number and you can get busy too.
Literacy. Pass it on.
It's been a benchmark of quality in America for over 25 years, but it isn't reserved for the privileged few. It has air conditioning, power windows and door locks, AM/FM cassette with 4 speakers, and much more. But it isn't an expensive luxury car. It's the Toyota Corolla Silver Anniversary Extra Value Package, a savings of up to $700. Toyota Corolla. You can't buy a more impressive car for less.
Charlie Neal Limbarney, second down and goal. Sean Clayton, along with Phil Simpson and Rupert Grant in the backfield. Rupert Grant doesn't get in. Blue defense says no way. Third and goal.
No way, Jose. He may have jumped. He may have started his jump just a little too soon. But again, defensively, there are jumpers who are designated to jump the jumpee. In this case, I think it was the middle linebacker, number 57, who came up from his position. Colin James in the defensive end position to jump the jumper. Grant.
Aggies at North Carolina A&T have allowed only 5 rushing touchdowns this year. Let's see what they do here. Let's see what Howard does. Walker from the backside. Pressure. Held it. Touchdown. And it's caught by the tight end, Clarence Rulak. And Clarence Rulak's first touchdown reception of the year. The 12th touchdown given up by way of the pass by the Aggies.
Good play action fake.
He just got it off.
Just did, because it was a backside blitz again. It looked like it may have been Dixon who has put pressure on him before on the blitz. Corner blitz again. Outstanding job. Good play action. Roll to the left. Flows away from the pressure. Touchdown to Rulak. His first of the year, as Charlie mentioned. Scored now 13-7. Point after touchdown.
One for the PAT.
Yes, sir.
And it's 14-7. Start the second quarter. 14-12 the time remaining.
The art of parenting.
I don't want to go to bed. I went to bed last night.
Is knowing when to say yes.
Mama, wake up. Mama.
Knowing when to say
no.
And when to walk the dog.
Hey, dog, just mark that spot. I'll do it again tomorrow.
John Travolta, Kirstie Alley, with the voices of Danny DeVito and Diane Keaton.
Showing.
They like each other.
Come on, girl. Put a suck in it.
Look Who's Talking Now, rated PG-13. Starts Friday, November 5th.
Some people are content to be entertained by simple one-color electronics. Somehow these people have just never heard of Game Gear, the multi-color portable from Sega with tons of news titles.
So the idea hits me, chicken sounds good. I had the Long John, something Jimmy should. But one night at night, I hear a voice say, the fish, chicken, and fries will blow you away. So if you can check, you gotta go fish. Long John, chicken, and get your wish. A new job, a new apartment, and an Escort GT. Let's freeze this moment in time.
Ford Escort, the best-selling small car in America. The woman of my dreams came with a kid. The money I see on my Escort wagon sure came in handy.
Now any Escort LX is priced over $2,000 less than the leading imports.
With 3 women in the house, it's impossible to agree on anything, except that our new Escort sedan is priced just right.
It's a quality choice at a great price.
The second hotline, I call every week. They told me how to find him, and it worked.
I call to get my lucky numbers.
They told me what to do to get what I want. Someone else causing problems in my life. They told me who it was and what to do.
I never won before. I'm gonna start winning.
I thought it was bad, but it wasn't. She had put roots on me. Now I'll never be alone again.
The original psychic hotline. Call 1-800-553-9731. This call is free, adults only.
Only good things are happening to me now.
Get a chance to see it. This side looks in your living room. Play action fake there. Watch. It is Dixon. And ominous pursuit there. He just gets it off, Charlie. Great job. Ruag just stretches out, gives up the body to bring it down in the end for the second score. His first touchdown of the day.
And I'll tell you what made it happen. Rulak is 6'5". So he had a lot of way to stretch.
I tell you, the more the better sometimes.
Picking off number 18 will be Jason DeCour.
So now the Aggies will get the wind at their back here in the second quarter. But Howard University taking advantage of the muff by Artis. Ball recovered, and a few plays later they were in the end zone. Here's the kick.
You can't let that ball hit the ground.
Well, it does again.
I know it.
And at the 20-yard line is where the Aggies will go to work first down and 10.
That's a big nemesis for return. You can't allow that ball to hit the ground. That's why the ball was muffed by the punt return. He didn't make the decision to get up and catch the ball in fair enough time.
Looking at the first quarter statistics, Howard University a 40-yard edge in total yards. The Aggies gaining the edge in rushing yards. First down and 10. Aggies at their own 20.
Their turnover that should have been that statistic as well. The interception. As well as the fumble muff. Good defense.
White could not get away from Aaron Kinchin, the junior from Glenarden, Maryland, Roosevelt High.
You can't give up. Good backside pursuit by Kinchin. Get a chance to see it again. Most guys will relax. Here's Kinchin still hot on the pursuit. Ball carrier White, who scored the first touchdown for the Aggies, is held down for about a 3-yard loss. Bring up a second down and 13. Good job by the little fella.
And Kinchin brings the load. Little fella, 315 pounds. Yeah, right. You fall down if you see him coming. No question. Back to passes bowling.
Oh, good job by the DB.
Complete.
What a blow.
On the far side, intended for Turner. Intended for Turner. And Dondre Owens, the man on it, number 28.
Good job by Dondre Owens. Watch the close. Here it is. He may have heard footsteps, Charlie. Watch the close. Well, we didn't see it from that camera angle. Tremendous close, good techniques. Outstanding job by Owens. Third down. There it is. You'll see the close here. Boom. Good shot.
Third and about 13 for the Aggies.
Wide receivers hate to feel that type of closing pressure. Play action. He's outside.
Incomplete. Dondre Owens, and it went behind the receiver,
Rudy
Artis, and it'll bring a fourth down punting situation for the Aggies, and Carl Warren will punt for the second time this afternoon.
DeAndre got to be having some incentives the way he's played the last 2 series. Good job defensively. 3 and out. That's what you want to do for your defense. Give your offense the ball back while they're hot. Give it back to Skywalker.
Well, the Vikings have that confidence, the confidence of a winner. They know how to win this year, something they've had problems with. Morrell from the 41 has a little running room if he can get it around the corner, but he will not get away. With number 54,
Michael Hamilton.
And that's Hamilton. 14-7. The Bison of Howard with the lead. They have the ball at their own 44.
A new job, a new apartment, and a new Escort TT. Let's freeze the moment in time.
Ford Escort, the best-selling small car in America. The woman of my dreams came with the kid and the dog. The money I saved on my Escort wagon sure came in handy.
Now any style Escort LX is priced over $2,000 less than the leading imports.
With 3 women in the house, it's impossible to agree on anything except that our new Escort sedan is priced just right.
It's a quality choice at a great price.
Is anyone new coming into my life? Is he ever coming back? Where is that other person in my life?
There is someone for you, very close to coming soon, but you have to be ready.
Call 1-900-420-2228 for personal guidance. Live one-on-one with actual psychic advisors.
I can help you find that special person, and if you call now, I'll send you my special level potion at no extra charge.
That's 1-900-420-2228. The charge for this call is $3.95 per minute. Adults only.
Bill Hayes, his team trailed by a touchdown. Howard University with the ball. Second in total offense in the Eastern Athletic Conference. Walker back to pass on first down. Had time this time. Steps up, turns the corner, decides he's going to pull up.
Oh, what a job! What a job!
Rel for a first down.
Charlie, let me tell you about the
He faked everybody.
Let me tell you about the perception of this year, the perspicacity that he has.
What was that word?
Perspicacity. and watch, Charlie, because of being keen and knowing where he is, everybody thinks he's going out of bounds. Even us. He pulls up, he sees the change.
He wasn't going out of bounds.
He's going to run. Watch. see the man open.
Isn't that gambling?
No, it's like in basketball, yeah. In football, it's setting.
It looked like he was.
In football, it's setting itself up to get on the good foot.
At the 45 of the Aggies. One lone setback, trips to the near side.
Great job.
And the fake draw. Still has
got a big job here.
On the other side.
Oh, it's a bad job of thinking.
But I'll tell you, defensive back, to give him credit for hanging in there, Lim.
Yes, there's somebody that's been intended before. Here it is. Great job here. You got a two-man screen out here, man, on the right side. If they'll let it go.
That's not the one they wanted to show, I think.
I know it. But you missed the block there, and if Grant would have been a little more intuitive there, he still could have been running out to the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 25 line of the Aggies. Walker. And running for about 6 yards is Phil Simpson out of Bullis Prep in Washington, D.C., a junior. He came into the game with 3.6 yard per carry average, but there's a penalty flag down.
Maybe holding the...
Or illegal motion. Let's see. Sam Jordan is our referee. Illegal procedure against Howard. So it'll be 1st and 15.
Dr. Jesse Jackson just walked booth, and he's a tremendous, great advocate of professional football and college football, and I almost got excited. How you doing, Jesse? All right, I'm going to be cool. All right. Well, you make me uncool.
1st and 15 at the 30-yard line.
Graduate of this great institute, North Carolina A&T.
They're going to work from the shotgun on this play on 3rd and long. Bob. Quick.
There it is underneath.
And it's put. Cunningham, what a move. Whoa. He's still going down the sideline.
Brought out of bounds.
What a move by Cunningham. He just shook everybody out of their shoes.
I'll tell you what, a tremendous job, as you mentioned, by...
You talk about sugar shoes?
Sugar in his feet. Sugar in his feet. Get a chance to see he may lose some accoutrements on the right side of the field. Here's again, good job protection by Skywalker. Here it is. Let's see the
defensive. And he doesn't have a lot on the sideline to work with.
18 lost some things down there. That's Dion Hotwell. He lost some accoutrements on the left side of the field. Good job. 1st down and goal, ball at the 5-yard line. They're threatening to pull even further away.
Rupert Grant at 5. Rupert Grant pants outside, and Rupert Grant is in the end zone with his 9th touchdown rushing this year.
Great job here blocking on the left side. Again, the big men up front of Hall, Mitchell, Bell, Reese, and Bowers has done an outstanding job in run blocking as well as pass protecting blocking for the quarterback Walker. Outstanding job. 5-yard scamp into the end zone by Rupert Grant.
10:47 remaining.
Count it.
And it's 21-7. 10:47 left in the first half. The Bison rarely miss. They take a big lead, and they hold on.
Hi, I'm Janet Langhart. BET's Personal Diary has moved to a new time. Join us Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, only here on BET.
There just isn't enough time in the day. Time to fight the traffic, to get to a job I can't possibly get done from 9 to 5. Time to run to the bank, stop at the post office, rush home, cook and clean. Mommy! Oh. Well, tonight, McDonald's is making my family dinner. There's no way I can tell these big brown eyes that Mommy doesn't have time.
Will I be rich?
I think someone put roots on me. Can you help?
Is my luck ever gonna change?
Is anyone new coming into my life? I lost some jewelry. Where should I look?
Will I get a better job?
At the Psychic Hotline, we help people with questions like these every day. Call 1-800-962-6767 and get the answers you need live one-on-one with actual psychics. The answers you need are just a phone call away at 1-800-962-6767. This call is free, adults only.
Charlieville, Lim Barney, 21-7. The Howard University Bison that jumped out in front of the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. Most points that the Aggies have given up this year, 30 points, and that was a week ago. They gave up to Oregon State. They outscored them 49-33. A lot of time left, though, in this game.
10 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in this, the second quarter.
Long kickoff. Almost bobbled again by the Aggie return man. Runs it out to the 34, 33, 34-yard line. So they're getting good field position to start this drive at their own 34. "21-yard turn as we look at that last scoring drive. A 4-play, 56-yard drive. And Grant with a 5-yard run. Sanders shot.
He's got a lane.
Trying to turn the corner. On to the right side, Barry Turner. Barry Turner is one of the guys who came into the game against Morgan. He had 61 yards running last week, a touchdown, but he caught the passes for 129 yards. So not only is he a good runner, but he's a good pass receiver.
Well, if we get a chance to see that again, if they could run it back once again, you can see the wingman who goes in and blocks the middle linebacker to keep him out of the play. You didn't run it back far enough, but we'll get a chance to see it again because this is the bread and butter play. Wingman went all the way through and got the middle linebacker all the way back. Here he is now. Here's the wingman. Watch as he goes all the way back, get the middle linebacker, takes him out of pursuit. Now there's no up to force, no field containment. The running back can run Phil tomorrow. Back to live action.
And White through, and White still on his feet. He is a dangerous runner. He's about a yard shy of a first down. James White, a very, very dangerous running back. The Aggies out of Elizabeth City, North Carolina, Northeastern High.
Here's that last play again by White. And the time I don't have to telestrate, I could be doing a multiple of things. But here again, here's White. As you mentioned, Charlie, he runs low, good low center gravity, keeps those knees churning, shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage, and he knows those down markers are. Second and inches.
Here's a turn. Looked like they were trying to set up a pass with Barry Turner. He has thrown a passes this year and completed one for 19 yards. So he can throw the ball, and they do have the halfback option in their offensive repertoire. It is first down and 10 at the 43-yard line. They have moved the ball methodically from their own 34-yard line to the Howard University 43.
Good count. White.
And there's
fumble! Fumble!
Howard got it. He was in the air when he fumbled the ball. The third turnover by the Aggies today.
Fumble, one muff, and an interception. Get a chance to see cause it. Good job. Good point. Good job of blocking at the point of attack. You let it go. Here it is. His full pack position. He's through the hole. He's got valuable yardage.
White, he was in the air.
Yes, he did. There's the Aggies going down, indicating a fumble. Looked like number 28. It may have been
Andre Owens.
Andre Owens. What a defensive game this kid is playing today. Outstanding job. Tackle, covering, now causing fumble. First down and 10 for the Bison of Howard at the 35-yard line. First down and 10.
Howard had 5 turnovers a week ago, 4 interceptions.
Wide open.
Sierra on the reception for first down. And the tackle made by John Dixon. But as a flag way back into the backfield.
Dirty laundry may be holding. They're trying to guilt the Crawford. Good job here blocking by the big men all day, as I mentioned. Bauer, Reed, Hall, Mitchell, and Bell. Overhead Bauer. Good job of a throwing catch combination to Sierra again. Holding, 10-yard penalty on the play, or they're going to get 15 yards.
Back to the 17-yard line. Half the distance, well, 15-yarder for the most part.
17 yards. 17 yards.
Yeah, a little, well, they from the spot of the infraction.
Okay, that's still in there. Don't work out in hot
Walker back to pass. Again, has it complete to Rupert Grant coming out of the backfield, and Rupert Grant picks up just about all the yards they lost on the penalty and gets the ball out to the 35-yard line.
LeVerry Covington.
Actually, the 30 is where he stepped out of bounds.
They picked all of it back except about 3 or 4 yards. LeVerry Covington, the coverage and the tackle. driving him out of bounds. Rupert gets a well-deserved break as he goes outside line. They hit for the oxygen man.
Second down and about 15.
Maybe an audible here.
He has the option to change the play. Here comes a blitz. Throws, has a complete to Harrell, who gained nothing. Third down and 15. That was not Harrell. Correction, that was complete to Wayne Williams. Or was that Cunningham?
It's Cunningham. Here it is. Again, a lot of it is being deployed by the defense of North Carolina A&T again. Man-to-man coverage whenever they go in a blitz.
And that's exactly what Steve Wilson is banking on, because when you blitz, you have to leave somebody in man-to-man coverage. Look how strong he is.
Arm of this guy.
Harrell couldn't get away. Danced too much. But look how strong Jay Walker is. He was in the grasp of the defender and still managed to get the ball away. Watch it.
Yeah, he had tail draped all over him then, Charlie, and still had the presence and the strength to get rid of it. Here it is. He's being great job. Here's number one, Harrell, trying to do some dancing, but again, dance in the same spot for too long. Fourth down punting situation.
Not a good kick for Ruben Ruiz, although it's still taking a bounce. And it's marked out at the 40-yard line. And before we go to the break, BET and Orion Pictures is sponsoring a trivia contest for Orion Pictures' upcoming movie, Robot. Here's how you can win.
Hey, you want to win a RoboCop poster or t-shirt? All you have to do is answer the following easy question. When RoboCop became a machine, what was his profession? A, chemist, B, fireman, C, policeman, or D, truck driver? Write your answer on a postcard and mail it to Team Summit. Care of RoboCop 3, 1899 9th Street Northeast, Washington, D.C., 20018. All entries must be postmarked by Thursday, November 4th. Winners will be announced on Team Summit on Saturday, November 6th, noon Eastern.
The Artist Speed Grade Seminar.
477 to dispatch. We have a code 3.
RoboCop. The state of the art.
Please, officer. No loitering.
In law enforcement technology.
I thought your ninja was supposed to take care of RoboCop for me.
RoboCop 3. To fight the system. Rated PG-13. Starts November 5th.
Start playing to win. Call the Numerology Hotline now.
What are my lucky numbers?
Anthony Rose got his lucky numbers from the Numerology Hotline, and he won $12,000.
I call for my lucky numbers every week, and I've won the lottery 7 times.
Clarence Howard called and won $2,500 the next day.
She told me my lucky lotto numbers, my lucky day, even the best time to buy my ticket.
Change your luck. Change your life. Call 1-800-621-3737. This call is free. Adults only.
Back to live action here. Option, back option by Barry Turner, who faked like he was going to throw it and gets the first down. A gain of 14 yards on the fake. Boy, he had everybody frozen.
Yes, he did. Particularly guys who shouldn't have been frozen. They had good coverage there. We look like they've got a man out for Howard. We can't see who it is. But again, as you mentioned, Charlie, number 21 ball carrier, Barry Turner, on a halfback option. Here he is. He fakes like he's going to throw. Everybody relaxes. And there may have been their man that's down, a couple of men down. And 14 yards, as Charlie mentioned, on the run by Barry Turner. And there's first down yardage, but there's an injury timeout. There's a 7 there. We can't see who it is. Don't want to speculate.
And we'll take a timeout.
The spirit. There's only one way to move it. Gospel music. Have your spirit moved by the best traditional and contemporary choirs gospel music has to offer on Bobby Jones Gospel. Hear the voices that will rock your soul and make you shout joy. Gospel music may never be the same. Bobby Jones Gospel. The spirit. Sunday, 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern.
Imagine an all-jazz channel, 24 hours a day. What images come to mind? Jazz. See it. Hear it. Experience the music with Bet on Jazz, the cable jazz channel.
All right, we can see it. Get a chance to see what happened to Holy White, number 97. That is behind number 54. 54 slipped as well. And there's the hit. He got blocked. There it is. The body got here, right there, right behind number 54. And you see it hyperextend right there, his left knee.
He's going off under his own power, so that's the sign. There he is.
Tremendously great sign.
Jose White out of Woodson High, Washington, D.C., a junior, 6'4", 240. Came into the game as leading sack master of the Howard defense, and they call that Buffalo Soldier defense.
All right.
Jose White came in with 7.5 sacks. It is 1st and 10 for the Aggies of A&T. Larry King is in the backfield now, but the handoff and still moving his feet is Fred Ingram. Ingram, a hard running back. I'll tell you, their running backs have always done a good job. And the ironic thing about this is that despite all the great running backs that the Aggies of North Carolina A&T has had, such as Raymond Pitts and Mike Jones, Stoney Polite, Barry Turner, James White, they've never had a 1,000-yard up here.
Okay, well, there's been a cornucopia.
How did he get over there? That's Rudy Brown.
Downtown, Rudy Brown.
Rudy Brown, his 13th carry of the year. Out of Columbia, South Carolina's Keenan High. Yellow, too, at 6'205".
Again, Wilson was concerned again by the cornucopia plethora of running backs that they have in their arsenal here at North Carolina A&T, but they've contained them pretty well. There's another.
And again, they keep the ball on the ground. James White. See, they like these sustained long drives, eating up a lot of time on the clock. It's down to 6:10 left in the first half, and they just try to wear your defense down. Keep them on the field, just long, sustained drives. This is the mark of the Aggie offense.
That's what it's designed for, Charlie, but hopefully and prayerfully what they want to do is come with some dividends from these long, sustained drives.
Right in on the carry, he gave a couple. They'll bring 3rd down and about 3. The Aggies started the season with a win over Appalachia State, which was a ranked school. They then beat Winston-Salem 41-49-21. Western Carolina, another ranked school, they beat 34-7. Gained 401 offensive yards in that. Beat Liberty University 38-30, another ranked school. FAMU, another ranked school. They won 13 and winning 49-33. They are 6-0. Howard showing blitz.
Oh.
And somehow the running back got close to a 1st down.
I couldn't believe it.
But did not get 1st down to bring up 4th down. Now, let's see what Bill Hayes does. Does he go for it on 4th down? Does he go to field goal? I think he's going to go for it.
Well,
they're trailing by 14. It's 4th and up 2.
Just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. The foul cheers. You know how the crowd, they always want you to go for 4th down.
This is going to be a big play for the defense of Howard University, which seems a little confused right now. And they moved. They got him.
Oh, what a good
they didn't get him.
What a good job.
The Howard University defense was confused, would not say, and still managed to make the play.
I tell you what, you got it going for you, you got it going. And right now, the Bison has it going on, Charlie.
They marked from their own 40 to the Howard 20 and turned away on down.
Well, that's their 4th turnover because they turned it over here on down. Great job, even in a state of confusion, by the defense on the left side. They made a shift. And
now, while they were shifting,
they shifted to the right side, I tell you.
A&T centered the ball. There's Steve Wilson, the key to today's game, Steve.
I think the key to the game today, Tony, is not making mistakes. North Carolina A&T has been great in the turnover area. We can't give them the ball where they can go in and score easy. We have to be able to control the ball with our offense and running the ball, passing the ball, and, of course, being able to stop them on the ground.
Yeah, the sign language reader to hear what Steve had to say. Oh, everybody but us then. Well, I need to have been a sign language reader then. Yeah, okay.
I know what he said.
I know you did. You did it. I love you too, man.
It is 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Howards. Receivers to the far side. One lone set back behind Jay Walker. And he hands off to the running back, Phil Simpson, and Simpson pulls out to the 23-yard line. It'll be second down and 8. One of the things about a passing type offense is you can strike it quickly. The thing is, your offensive line has to do a great job. Guys like Robert Bell, who may be the best deep offensive lineman on the team, he was the co-offensive line of the week a week ago in the conference. But that Bobby Bell was a member of the Philadelphia Eagles, defensive end. Walker, quick drop, back to pass, in and out of hands of Farrell.
You can't continue Cunningham right, dude, number 21. I tell you what, Luke Skywalker, I'm talking Luke now, Jay Skywalker has had a tremendous game in throwing the ball. Every ball that he's thrown was catchable. It's hit receivers in the hand. They just have to WBI. They can watch ball in hand. And they're not that hard balls to catch. They're very soft and catch the ball. Wish I could change uniforms to go down and catch one of Walker's balls. I know the truck has some smart things to say there.
Down.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. You see what I'm saying?
Right in the hands of the receiver, Farrell, but he couldn't hold on to bring up a fourth down.
I tell you what, 2 drop passes successively. Watch the strength that he has here. He's pulling out an arm to number 54, the linebacker, Michael Henderson. He throws a golly wobbler there, but at least it's in the hands of the receiver. He's looking in.
That would have been a more first down. Instead, they're punting. Ruiz to do the honors. Rudy Artis, who muffed one earlier, is the deep man for the Aggies.
He's a freshman punter.
Takes off a fairly good kick. And it's down at the 45-yard line. A 32-yard punt. It's 21-7 Howard. 3:29 first half.
This is your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your blood. Budweiser. Proud to be your blood. Proud to be your blood. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your blood.
Some people are content to be entertained by simple one-color electronics. Somehow these people have just never heard of Game Gear, multicolored portable Sega with tons of new titles.
Wondering if you're pregnant? This blue line gives answer even your doctor could ask. It's the line in Nuclear Blue Easy. If you see it, you're pregnant. If you don't, you're not. New Clear Blue Easy. All you need to know in one line.
As we look at the score by quarters, next week Howard enjoys its own homecoming as they will be at RFK Stadium for a matchup against Morehouse. While the Aggies travel to Bethune-Cookman. From the shotgun, the Aggies work. And they get a completion.
Number 88.
And it's complete to Harris. Freshman out of Oxford, North Carolina. Gain of a couple on play. It'll be second down. Second and 8. Maceo Boland working out of the shotgun.
Southpaw quarterback. A reverse spiral on it from the regular.
Here's a draw play. And running very aggressively is Turner. And Turner is across midfield to Bison territory down to about the 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2. Barry Turner.
That was a nifty play. Why not just sit it to Turner?
Well, I watched Howard play yesterday, and every time they tried it, the snap was so they
put it in the round file, huh? Fast scan 6.
We're not going to use that one. The Aggies call a timeout. This is the first. They have 2 remaining, 2:36 remaining in the half. 1-7 Howard.
On Wheels, Unity in the Community Tour is out and about, pulling into over 30 cities across the country. Bring the entire family out for a day of fun. Free concerts, top artists, contests, giveaways, BET personalities, and much, much more. Everyone will be there, and we want you there too. Coordinated by Diverse Entertainment.
More explosive than any lethal weapon.
more sexy than any basic instinct, more frightening than any cannibal, more outrageous than anything you've ever seen.
Wilderness girls.
A little late for some cookies.
Samuel L. Jackson stars in National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. The excitement blasts into your house on BET Action Pay-Per-View.
Charlie Neal and Lynn Barney at Homecoming in Greensboro, at Aggie Stadium. The Aggies of North Carolina A&T. On 3rd down and 2. They call a timeout. They keep the ball on the ground and just about make the first down to 41, 45-yard line. Barry Turner gets the ball. And it's 1st and 10 Aggies. And the clock is running to...
Well, after first down, they can start it.
28 to go.
Now she's running.
After they move the chains.
Yes.
And they work out of the shotgun again. Maceo Bolin. Completed 55% of the passes he's thrown this year coming into today's game. And the blitz. And he has a complete to Turner, who's in the open field. And he turns back in and is stopped just inside 40 at the 38-yard line.
Tackle made
by... Looked like he was going to have a little running over there. Jeremy Adamson was the man who made the stop.
Along with Mark Christie. Good pursuit because he stopped a dangerous man in the person of Barry Turner. Quite elusive as he turns back up, tries to break it back into the field. Good job there. Number 57, Mark Christie.
Knocked out. Knocked down by one of the up linemen. And it'll bring up a 3rd down situation. 3rd and about 4 for the Aggies. Bolin, who last year was not a starter. He rotated. Bill Hayes used 3 different quarterbacks, and he put in according to the situation on the field. He was the best long ball man. Oh! Knocked down, and it's 4th down. Intended this time for Ingram. And Sheku Alou, number 91, at 6'2", up and put a paw on it.
Sheku Alou, I love you. Big play there to... Well, they're going for it again.
Minute 34 to go, and they're going to call the timeout on 3rd down, make that 4th down, and 6 yards to go.
Here's Sheku.
Look, as we have a little time of what's happening in the Sheridan Bowl. The Aggies of North Carolina A&T are 6-0, followed by Hampton University. They're playing Tuskegee today, and it's homecoming in Hampton. Last week they beat Norfolk 48-1. Howard, of course, ranked number 3. They're in this game. Southern University, a big game tonight against Alcorn State. Last week they beat Jackson at 16-3. They play Alcorn night. They're Central. They are 5-0-1. They're playing Troy State of Alabama, and that won't be an easy task for the Central State Marauders. While the Alcorn Braves go to Baton Rouge this afternoon. Evening contest against the Braves. They're ranked 6th. Albany State out of the SIAC. They're playing at Florida A&M rather, down in Tallahassee today. They beat Alabama A&M 34-9 last week. Rambling is at Jackson State. That's Jackson's homecoming tonight.
Let's go, Tigers.
Okay, last week Grambling beat Arkansas by 46-7. Virginia State is taking on Elizabeth City today. They beat Fayetteville State 41-6. South Carolina State also has their homecoming day against North Carolina Central last week. They beat Thurn 40-27. That's the Sheridan poll looks this week.
I'm all for it, Chad. But that's how it shapes up. 4th down going for it.
And they get it complete. White. They give it to a different person, and they get the 1st down with a minute 25 to go. Inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Bolden's last 3 passes has been very curious. Nearly should have been intercepted on 2 of them. And here, number 86 had a chance to put that neck around. Anthony Richards, he had a chance for that interception. Good job on converting the 4th downs into 1st and 10.
But also a good job by the young man, number 74, Edwards, out of Temple Hill, Maryland, laying down the block. Here's Bolin, under pressure, trying to step away, throws, and he throws to the crowd. Incomplete.
It's like Coach.
The pressure was by Mark Christie, the sophomore from Miami Beach, North Miami High, Miami Park.
It's like Doug used to say when he used to scramble, Coach Rob would tell him, if you get out there and some people on you, know how to throw that ball downfield, throw it to Ain Sadie in the first row of the stands, man.
Just not intercept.
That's right. Just throw it to Sadie in the middle of the stand.
There's Mark Christie, nicknamed the hitting machine by the Howard University. Buffalo soldier defense, 2nd down and 10. Out of the shotgun again. Works Maceo Bowling. Draw. Ball play. And into the secondary. It'd be 6.
Good job.
Touchdown, Aggies. Brett Ingram with the 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. 27 yards. Ingram.
Good job here at the point of attack. We could see it. Howard seemingly is looking for deep for a pass. The middle is wide open. And this young man does it all on his own. Fred Ingram, once he penetrated and got into the secondary. 27-yard scamper for a touchdown.
55-yard drive. Carl. And the extra point is good by Carl Warren. And it's a 21-14 ball game. 57 seconds left in the first half. So what a drive by the Aggies, using the timeouts effectively and coming up with a big play on 4th down to continue the drive. As we look at the stats for the Mid-East Athletic Conference with Howard University 2-0. So is A&T, as is Delaware State, all 2-0 in the conference. Delaware State, of course, could be a scorer. They play Morgan today at home. And they have a chance at this thing, too, because neither A&T nor Howard have played Delaware State or South Carolina State. So it's going to be interesting down the stretch.
Still a race.
If we look at last drive, a 9-play, 55-yarder. They used up 2:32. And effectively, Maceo Boland hit his back. Crucial situations out of the backfield, and they convert them into necessary yards, which got him close enough to get into the end zone. And the ball blows off the tee for Carl Warren.
Have to reset the train killers and kick coming on the kickoff team.
Cunningham is the deep man for Howard University, number 21.
One of the most exciting plays in football, the kickoff and the kickoff return, as well as the punt and punt return teams.
He's a dangerous return man. He's returned 179 yards for a touchdown. He's a leading kickoff return man in the conference, averaging 34 yards per return. Does he get a chance to succeed? He will feel it at the goal line. But he won't get far. To the 16.
Little squirm going on. Guys are talking about each other's ancestral traits right now after that malicious hit.
That's what happens when you're on special teams. Anything might happen.
Yes, sir.
So with 52 seconds remaining, first half, Howard has the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 16, leading by a touchdown.
This is at the time limit that Walker normally does what he does best, the ball in the air.
From the shotgun, Walker. Plenty of time. He's run and runs to the sideline and goes out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down, but he stopped the clock. A gain of about 7 yards. The water is coming up out of the ground. The water is starting to water the grass here.
The sprinkler system is back on.
At the 20-yard line.
They did it all summer. Now it's falling, it's back on. I mean, you know, what is this? The official is trying to get, he still don't want to get wet. That's bad. They should turn that off.
Yeah, but they turn it on.
They got it off.
That's that timer.
They should unplug the timer then.
Do you think you're at Aggie territory? Look where the sprinkler came on. At the
Howard side, yes. The timer's no fool either now.
At their own 24, it is down. With 46 seconds to go. Walk from the shotgun. The high snap, pulls it down, steps up, drills it, complete. Terrell, 1st down at the 34. Clock still running.
Just stop it after the 1st down is done.
Well, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
He's waiting to stop it, and they didn't stop it.
The clock is still running. We know who's running the clock. Good job by the quarterback here.
And it's Owens.
Good job.
He's out of bounds. That'll stop the clock.
Will it?
12 seconds to go.
It should have stopped last time after the 1st down was converted, but at least about 6 seconds ran off the clock. 1st down and 10 for the Bison of Howard University. They're at their own 48-yard line. 12 seconds to go. Good job here gaining complete possession of the ball by Jay Walker. It's a wide open 21 streaking up the field. James Cunningham, who gets the ball out of bounds. 12 seconds remaining in this, the first half.
They may be talking the officials about the time that was lost during the movement of chains. There was about 4 or 5 seconds, should be more on the clock than what is showing right now, because they never stopped the clock when the chains were moved. And that's the discussion going on now among the officials.
Somebody has to pump up about 5 on the clock.
So Sam Jordan is coming over the sideline. He's talking to the clock operator.
There's time there, 12 seconds after Cunningham went out of bounds. We'll be back.
BET, just watch it. There just isn't a... Well, tonight, McDonald's is making my family dinner. Because there's no way I can tell these big brown eyes that Mommy doesn't have time.
Second hotline? I call every week.
They told me how to find him, and it worked.
I call to get my lucky numbers. They told me what to do to get what I want.
Someone else causing problems in my life. They told me who it was and what to do.
I never won before, but I'm gonna start winning now.
I thought it was bad luck, but it wasn't. She had put roots on me. Now I'll never be alone again.
The original psychic hotline. Call 1-800-553-9731. Calls free, adults only.
Only good things are happening to me now.
From the sideline. For your own safety, please move back from the sideline. Just about half.
Yeah, they put the fight.
Are we back there?
Charlie Neal, Lembar, 17 seconds. They put 5 more seconds back on the clock. Howard University, Steve Wilson on the sideline. Jay Walker working out a shotgun. High snap again. He pulls it down. Throws. Oh! Incomplete.
Cunningham
the intended receiver, and it was he was banging around with the defender, Miles Onafurora. Senior cornerback out of Gastonia's Ashbrook High.
Good job here. Good protection. Operating out his shotgun. It was really an illegal back. It could have been caught after he threw it, however. It was nice, but again, good coverage downfield. Onafurora on the stop. Defensive coverage. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. They've got a...
This may be the largest crowd ever at Aggie Stadium. Howard put the previous high numbers in here. 20,000 plus a couple years ago.
A catch!
And he whoa!
Yes. The young man who caught the scoring touchdown last week, Jermaine Kahn. 1st and 10. 4 seconds remaining on the clock. Ball is
he out of bounds, or is it?
It's ruled a catch at about the 24-yard line. Here it is.
See,
ball is in the air. What a catch! Whoa!
He did catch it.
Whoa! That's what I'm talking about. WIHing while you're on your back.
But see, now we got to figure out. I think that's what Bill Hayes is arguing, whether he was in bounds when he made the reception.
Let's see if we can see it again.
Well, they have a way to go use instant replay.
Good. I think they're willing to catch. They have to.
He caught the ball. The question is whether he was in bounds.
Here it is. Here it is now. He's in bounds, Charlie.
No.
But look at the defender pushing him out, though.
But 1 foot is out.
That's all right. He catch one. He can catch with 1 foot inbound, 1 foot out of bounds.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can in college.
You can't have 1 foot out of bounds, though.
Yeah, but look at the defender pushing him, though. And I'm a defender back now. I want to rule for.
You can have 1 foot inbound, but you can't have 1 foot out of bounds when you can.
But I'm saying, it wasn't out of bounds on his own volition. He was out of bounds. And I bet the officials going.
Well, they're going to give it to him.
Yes, no, they didn't give it to him. They earned that, Charlie. It was an earned reception.
The Bison take a timeout.
Jermaine on good reception. I thought.
That's the young man talked about the transfer from Ole Miss. But they're going to give it to him.
I think he earned it.
At the 24-yard line. That's going to be first down and goal, or first and 10 rather, but 4 seconds remaining. That's the important thing. I think that, let's see if coach is going to go for it, if he's going to try to kick field goal. I think he's going to try to put it in the end zone.
Well, that's what happened last week. Remember how
many? They only had 10 yards to go. This is a little further.
But they scored with the last play of the game. No time on the clock last week.
Against Towson State. First and 10, Howard at the 24, 4 seconds remaining. And they're going to go for it. Now the Aggies are going to call a timeout.
Give them something to think about. That's okay.
Little cat and mouse game going on.
It is.
Howard University started the season with a win over Virginia Union. And they beat Winston-Salem 31-10. Alcorn 38-36 in St. Louis. 5 kickoff returns in that game for 297 yards. They returned 5 punts for 95 yards. They beat MU 31-13. They had 8 sacks against Boone in a 21-7 win. And against Towson last week, even though they had 15 penalties, 5 turnovers, went 0 for 5 third down conversions, Walker still managed 429 yards and 3 touchdowns.
A lot of airtime, I tell you.
It is.
A lot of airtime. He's had tremendous first half here. There's some balls that should have been caught by the receivers if they were concentrated. They even had his statistics greater than they are currently.
Walker has his team set on 4th down.
They got to go to the end zone with it. They got to go to the end zone with it.
He's going.
Damn, a little too short.
Too far, incomplete. The defender fell down, but it's been a little shorter. It might have been 6. And as they go into the locker room at halftime, 21-14, Howard over the Aggies.
Woo, I'm excited.
There just isn't enough time in the day. Time to fight the traffic, to get to a job I can't possibly get done from 9 to 5. Time to run to the bank, stop at the post office, rush home, cook and clean. Mommy! Oh. Well, tonight, McDonald's is making my family dinner. Because there's no way I can tell these big brown eyes. Mommy doesn't have time.
One of the most exciting albums ever offered. Only giant hits and legendary stars like Aretha Franklin. They're all here in a special TV collection called Love and Happiness. Watch carefully. Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Bill Withers and the godfather of soul, James Brown. I feel good. Wilson Pickett. I'm gonna wait till midnight hour. Junior Walker and the All-Stars. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. This album is not sold in stores. Order by on this toll-free number now, and you'll also get another Love and Happiness treasury with Otis Redding, Jerry Butler. Every song is one you know and love. Call now. Use your credit card and save COD fees. The Pointer Sisters. Write this toll-free number down and call now. Get both Love and Happiness treasuries on cassettes, records, or compact disc for only $14.98. Be sure to order now.
Halftime here, and it's Homecoming 1993 in Greensboro. The Aggies against the Bison of Howard University, 21-14. Here's our halftime score. Just to recap the first half scoring, Jay Walker led the Bisons on an 82-yard drive to make it 7-0 with 9:31 left in the first quarter on a 17-yard pass to Williams. Then the Aggies came back to tie it at 7 apiece. White with an 8-yard run, capping a 55-yard drive with 2:47 left. Walker then made 14-7 Howard on a 2-yard pass to Rulak. With 14-12 left in the second quarter, Rupert Grant, a 5-yard run, capping a 56-yard drive. Made it 21-7 the second quarter with 10:47 remaining. And then It was Ingram with a 27-yard run, capping a 7-play, 55-yard, 2-minute and 32-second drive for the Aggies. With 57 seconds left in the first half, 27-yard run. And that's the way we stand at halftime. Right now, let's go down to the field. Halftime activities, the Howard University Marching Band, the Showtime Marching Band under the direction of John Newsom. The dancers are the Ooh La La Girls. Look down and watch the Howard Showtime Marching Band. halftime marching band under the director John Newsom. We're at Aggie Stadium where the score is 21-14. Howard University and Aggie Homecoming. We'll be back with more halftime activities in just a moment.
She's been gone for 20 years, but still, she's the greatest gospel singer of them all. And now, in a special TV treasury, here's Mahalia Jackson singing gospel as only she can. You get Mahalia singing hard. Sweet singing Mahalia. Hand clapping Mahalia. Mahalia sings her soul. All her greatest hits are here. This album is not sold in any store. Order by calling toll-free now, and you'll get another Mahalia treasury with songs that stirred America, like her hit from the movie Imitation of Life. No one can sing like Mahalia Jackson. Oh, now, and hear the song she sang at the March on Washington. And Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s happy last request. Write this toll-free number down and call now. You get both Mahalia Jackson treasuries on records or cassettes for only $14.98. Long play CD, only $16.98. There'll never be another Mahalia. Be sure to order yours now.
You nervous like we don't put up here no more. You don't walk into the house, he have a hospital bed in the living room, what? With an old person. I've been smoking all my life. It's terrible, but smoking calms my nerves. I don't think it affected my daughter. She smokes.
My mother smokes her butt off. So do I. But that's not why my daughter started. I always told her to do as I said, not as I do.
But I started smoking anyway. I didn't want to gain weight. But I always tell my daughter, don't smoke.
When you smoke, your family smokes.
A new job, a new apartment, and a new Escort GT. Let's freeze this moment in time.
Ford Escort, the best-selling small car in America.
The woman of my dreams came with a kid and a dog. The money I saved on my Escort Aggie sure came in handy.
Now any style Escort is priced over $2,000 less than the leading imports.
With 3 women in the house, it's impossible to agree on anything except a new Escort and it's priced just right.
It's a quality choice at a great price.
They leave nothing undone at Homecoming. The drum major, the band has been waiting for him for the Aggies. They say, whoop, there he is. He comes in a chopper. They do it all here in Aggie Land. They had skydivers bring in the ball for the opening of the game. And helicopter brings in the drum major for halftime. It would not start halftime without him. He's a happy camper, eh? The Aggie March Band under the direction of Dr. Johnny Hod. Blue and gold marching machine, and the dancers, the bold delight. It is Homecoming 1993 in Aggie Land. What more do you expect?
It's my pleasure to introduce to you the 1990 edition of North Carolina A&T Aggies Blue and Gold Machine under the direction of Dr. Johnny B. Hart, assisted by Kenneth Wells and Mr. Al Barter. And it's gonna be mean, and it's gonna be clean. What? How do you mean? A race for the day shall be how they handle international. David, Edmund, and Kevin Steve are handy. Wayne did fanfare for today. Howard University, your show was very, very, very good. But it was missing something. It was missing a stereo sound of A&T saying fireworks. This is how you blow. In 1991, the band was chosen by 4 Rose Race as one of the top 10 bands in the country. The band also the reigning Atlanta, Georgia Battle of the Bands champion. Howard, our big question, when all of these wonderful things were going on, where were you? Okay, Aggies, put your hands together for the Golden Light! Careful now. You gonna get slammed! You big man! Steal for home!
North Carolina A&T blue and gold marching team under the direction of Dr. Johnny B. Hodge. We're at halftime, 21-14. We still have 30 minutes of football left. We'll be back.
Fly. That's where my brothers fly. Soar where the eagles don't go. Expand your point of view. It's what you think, how you look, and what you do. Fly guys use S-curl texturizer for men. It brings out the natural wave pattern, the way you want, or in the style you want. It's what's in your head and what's on top. It's aiming high and getting your props. Don't be content with ground zero. Fly.
Start playing to win. Call the Numerology Hotline now.
What are my lucky numbers?
Anthony Searle got his lucky numbers from the Numerology Hotline, and he won $12,000.
I call for my numbers every week, and I've won the lottery 7 times.
Clarence Howard called and he won $2,500 the next day.
She told me my lucky lotto number, my lucky day, even the best time to buy my ticket.
Change your luck. Change your life. Call 1-800-621-3737. This call is free. Adults only.
Going for an Oldsmobile.
We look at the first half highlights, and Howard struck first left.
Yes, he did. Here's Skywalker rolling out to his left, fires a 15-yard scoring touchdown to Dwayne Williams. And to the end zone, the score now 7-0. Howard University, Bison struck first on Homecoming 1993 for A&T. Next score comes on James White, 8-yard run, TD score. Good job here by the interior line blocking. Quick score now 7-7. Next score, second quarter, 3-yard TD pass from Jay Walker to the tight end who stretches out that 6-4 frame. The next score comes on a 5-yard touchdown run by Rupert Grant. Good job. He's had a whale of a first half. Here it is. The next score, draw play to Fred Ingram. Ingram gets it in the end zone, 27-yard run, brings the score in to 21-14, where we have it now awaiting the second half kickoff. Homecoming, 1993.
I'm not so sure. I wasn't paying attention to whether who won the toss to start the ball game, but it might have been Howard kicked off. He told me they might even the ball first, so they would have the win to get back in the fourth quarter. Well, if that's the strategy, they are starting the second half of the football. Look at the win at the back fourth quarter.
Right on track now. Well played first half.
And Warren set to kick it off to start the second half. Cunningham's deep man for Howard University.
Dangerous kick return man.
He'll field it at 3. Whoa! And he's out to the 27-28. Close to the 30-yard line. So that's where Howard will work to start the third quarter. First down 10. Jay Walker, senior out of Los Angeles. So look at the first half stats. Howard University, 222 yards passing, 186 yards rushing for the Aggies. And they spread that one around. We have 3 running backs with over 50 yards apiece in carries.
They have a plenty of running backs.
Rupert Grant is low set back behind Walker. Play out on first down. Walker comes in. And Grant had a little problem controlling the ball, but finally gets it out to the 36-yard line. Gain of about 6.
It was well designed there, but then Charles mentioned Grant looks like he kept getting up, walking a bit gingerly.
He had a little ankle problem earlier in the year.
Looking off fast. You can look at the strings. By that time, defense had a chance to recover, get back into the pursuit.
James Ward was one of them, but he made the stop.
6 yards on the reception.
Second down. And here's the carry to Simpson, and Simpson into the 47-yard line territory. A first and 10 for Howard University. Bill Simpson from Bullets in Washington, D.C. 146 yards coming in. averaging 3.6 yards per carry.
Starting second half as they finished first half with positive yardage. 40, they'll call it 25 yards.
Again, Simpson on the carry, dumps outside. If he can turn the corner, but he will not. Mike Hamilton made sure that's a gain of nothing.
He did a hell of a job getting back to the line of scrimmage, man. Lost a few inches. Good pursuit there by the left side.
Here's the first half rushing statistics. Rupert Green with 40 yards. Jay Walker had 27 on 4 carries. Well, the Aggies Turner with 58. Ingram had 55. And they don't even show that that's the Whitehead in the first half. Receiving Burrell, 3 catches from tying or breaking the school record for receptions in a season.
Oh, what a go!
Incomplete. Almost.
A little strong there.
Nice attempt by Lane Williams on the high pass. He tried to bring it down. It's third down.
He may have should have scored it, Charlie. Good job. Here's Dix again on the blitz. He's been blitzing most of the day. Walker rolls away from it, sets up.
Throwing across his body. Right-handed passer rolling left and stopping throws a bullet.
He defies all physics, doesn't he?
It's not about physics.
He executes well. High snap, good job. Oh, good touch.
And it's caught close to first down by Cunningham. See where they mark it.
I think they're going to give it to him. Good job by Cunningham.
And to get to the 42.
They're going to bring out the chains and measure. Good job. Good soft pass again from Jay Walker. Well, he's been impressive. Good job watching the ball into his hand. Requires a lot of concentration. Good catch. Good tackle, right spot behind coverage. Got to play the chain out. In the territory of
my buddy Mike Wilbon is down here covering the game as I was from Washington. He's back there making cuts.
He's a big, he's a big superstar now.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
No, he hasn't visited for a while. Do you have to do some Monday night? Okay. But he says this is more fun. I believe it.
Let me fly into Bristol. Oh wow.
And it is first down for Howard University. They keep this drive alive. First down and 10. Still, of course, Jesse Jackson here. He knows about keeping drive alive.
Yeah, keeping hope alive.
First down and 10.
Oh!
New running back in the ball game is Andre Owens, number 33. Junior out of Atlanta, Maryland's brother Dondre. We've seen a lot of defense wearing number 28. And he bounced into one of his own men and they lose a couple of yards.
Rookie Crawley was the blocker trying to block number 57, defensive end, Torrin James, and the ball carrier sort of collided with the would-be tackler. A loss of a couple of yards. That's second down and 12.
Cunningham goes out. Khan is in the lineup.
Blitz. Up but not fumbling.
I'll tell you, 52, LeVary Covington, he knew the play.
Yes, he did.
He was there. He grabbed the line, the quarterback, the running back. He had a hand for everybody, almost the ball.
If the official would have been, they had him too. I tell you, he did a good job blitzing from the left side. He had a stun, and they've been putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback by blitzing. Good job. Another loss.
Third 17.
Loss of 5 yards on the blitz.
At the 49-yard line, on 49 for shotgun. 4 receivers on the left side. Nobody in the backfield. Walker throws a screen. Cunningham needs the block. Down the outside. Good job. On his feet and is short and there's a flat down. Way downfield.
Flip it. Oh, you don't hold 1 of the 2. Great job. Nifty footwork there by James Cunningham. Setting blockers up. Inside moves, outside moves, getting back to the outside. Good job. I believe we got an inflection. On our blitz again, it is. Look at him do what he does best. James Cunningham. There was Clip right there. Those were just playing a little too hard. They may decline because it was third down.
Well, he did not get enough for the first down. So they bring up a 4th down situation.
I'm sure they're not going to give him another chance to convert.
Sam Jordan, our referee. Let's see what he has to say. It looks like they're going to take the penalty.
From the spot of the infraction, so they really lose about 5 yards again.
Well, and that time, Steve Wilson addressed his team about what they had to do in the second half. Let's see what he said.
Let's get this down, let's get this shit down right now. I think we got the ball. First thing, grab one that we get it and go down the score. We jump and we walk, and see we can play the shot. Don't worry about ball. The game's all that's important. Let's go, baby.
Well, basically, hey, you can't worry about next week or the week after. You got to play today. It's a punting situation from their own 44. Ruiz back to do it.
They're going after block.
Ooh. And get it.
They can return it.
And it's going to be high ball game.
Dixon, what a job he's done all day today defensively on blitz, on coverage, and here now the punt is blocked, and Mr. Dixon scoops it up. John Dixon and runs in for the touchdown. The chance to see who got it. The 19 looked like is the young man John Collins. Defensive block, and on the scoop off the bounce, John Dixon picks it up, gets it into the end and touched by a human hand to draw this game 1 point away from being tied. 10 minutes and 44 seconds into the third quarter as John Dixon takes it into the end zone.
25-yard block return. The point after is up. Warren is good, and we have a tie ball game. Start over. Here the third quarter. We'll be back.
Dead on Wheels Unity Community Tour is out and about, pulling into over 30 cities across the country. Bring the entire family out for a day of fun. Free concerts, top artists, contests, giveaways, BET personalities, and much more. Everyone will be there, and we want you there too. Coordinated by Diverse Entertainment.
More explosive than any lethal weapon. More sexy than any basic instinct. More frightening than any killer cannibal. Ouch. More outrageous than any you've ever seen.
That's good. A little late to be selling cookies.
Samuel L. Jackson stars in National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. The excitement blasts into your house on BET Action Pay-Per-View.
Cunningham is a deep man. Turn to kick off by Warren. Dixon at the 25-yard turn of a block punt has tied this game. The Aggies trailed 21-7 this game. They come back to tie.
Virginia and answer points.
Deep in the end zone, Cunningham. He should let this one stay there. He's going to bring it out to the point.
Like an order card. Unreasonable.
So first down and 10 for Howard University at their own 20.
That last play again will alert those would-be football aficionados that football is just not just offense and defense. It's three-phase: offense, defense, and special teams. Special teams win and lose a lot of ball games. In this case, the special team has brought this game to a good game. 21-21 with 10 minutes 44 seconds remaining in the third quarter. University ball 20-yard line, first and 10.
The Aggies scoring here in the third quarter out an offensive possession. Second offensive possession for Howard. And here's Rupert Payne. Nothing but about a yard. That's it. The Aggies starting to show their muscle. They're starting to rally in front of the homecoming crowd now.
A lot of fighting here. Pageantry, a lot of classmates getting back together. Some people getting money that was owed 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Quarterback comparison stat. Right now, bowling only 40 yards, but he's not known for his passing. Although he can pass the ball, the team is not known as a passing team, although they have it in their repertoire. Blitz again being shown by Aggies. On the ball, the Howard Bisons, and defense is teeing off. That time Phil Simpson gets a couple, and that's all.
They are, Charlie, as you mentioned. The defense is just teeing off now. They're deploying that blitz a great deal of the time. Now, there's an old action. You live by the blitz sometime, you will die by the blitz. But let's see if it continues to be a good tool, a good weapon for the North Carolina A&T Aggies.
Well, they've made a bit adjustment on defense considering what Howard did in the first half, more or less moving the ball down the field.
Well, we had a lot of time in the first half. Did jaywalking passing. You hadn't had a whole lot of time here in the second half. Blitz again.
He's got Ham open.
Good hand. Good hand. Great hand. Defensive back, the young man who's losing confidence. Curtis Virgin. What instinct that was, I tell you. Cunningham had a chance to catch it. High and throw by Walker. A chance to see it again. That left hand got up just in the nick time. Good job here by Walker. Stepping into the pocket. Getting over the head spiral. Wow, boom. Good job.
Throw just a little bit more. As you see, Cunningham had to look backward.
They had to turn around and adjust for
it. They would have pressed and they blocked one of his. They thought they blocked one of his punches. But again, it doesn't matter. This is good field position for the Aggies at their own 28. As the Virgin's there, the man who broke up the last play.
You say we're number one, baby. Now you're tied.
Own 48-yard line. Where the Aggies go to work offensively. They're starting to feel it. They trail 21-7. Have come back to tie it. And now have the ball. Here's Bowles. Wants to go to the air. Throws it deep. Duty artist. Intended receiver Jeremy Adams defending for the Bison. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Too big for anybody to catch. Even up through the official. Can't get much closer than that. 6-0. Both clubs coming in the ball game 21-21. 8 minutes, 58 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Aggies on the move. They had the ball on their own 49-yard line. Second and.
Two-time defending MEAC champs. The Aggies trying to become the Chicago Bulls of the MEAC.
Repeating.
That's right.
Oh, what a job. Good job by runner escaping with the tackle and getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Mark Christie had a whole handful of the running back, and he couldn't hold on to it. Face mask. Against Howard. 5-yard penalty.
And let's see if that was the young man you just had a handful of. Mark Christie. There it is. And then the vert, but it's only 5 yards. You got to put your shoulders on. You can't grab that back anyway. You got to put your shoulders on him and wrap up on him.
Second down, 5 yards to go.
Second down after the 5-yard penalty. White keeps those legs moving and has a first down at the 30. He's indeed, Charlie. Never, as you mentioned, showed the graphics of his running effort in the first half, but here's a 16, 17-yard scamper there by White.
Came into the game 634 yards. He may be their first 1,000 yard rusher ever. Yeah, 705 yards a year ago. That's an all-purpose runner in the Eastern Athletic Conference. Trying to turn the corner. Neil Downing, the first man to hit him, along with Adamson. So was the ball carrier. Inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line.
With the outstanding running games deployed by the Aggies, it's no wonder he's got 9 or 10 back, because all of them need rest, Charles. They not only deploy as running, but again, sometimes on double wings, they're called upon a block, and not to block the man in front of them. They're going back to the field and getting back. Good job.
Ingram.
White.
Actually, sorry, it's Ingram. 32.
Pick up a few yards there, even though it was a tackler right at the line of scrimmage, the point of attack. He did a good job in eking out a few yards, positive yards, bring up, they're down to about 2.
Here come a couple that we haven't seen. 20 is checked in lineup. David Perry, as is Rudy Brown, 33, and Larry King, 43.
You can count this one. You can count this.
Barry Turner.
You can count this.
Touchdown. 23 yards. Barry Turner with his 5th touchdown of the year.
Lots of wings, Charlie. Here he is, the 33. He does a good job on the force mission to strong safety, and now all Barry Turner has to do is elude one man and dance into the end zone. And the A&T Aggies have gone up by 6 here. Homecoming 1993.
52-yard drive. Carl Warren, the point after. He's been perfect today so far, and he continues to be perfect. And it's 28-21. The Aggies take the lead the first time this afternoon. Each week we honor our Coca-Cola Player of the Week, and our honor this this week goes to Michael Hicks, the senior tailback from South Carolina State, our Coke Player of the Week. During the 10th annual Circle City Classic, this young man ran 31 times, 192 yards, and 3 touchdowns. The Bulldogs picked up 8 yards on a crucial 3rd and 6. Which enabled South Carolina State to hold on to the ball and run out clock and secure the win. It was his first start of the season, and he made some impressive moves. And for his efforts, he will receive a plaque from Coca-Cola at BET Sports. Always a good call, always Coca-Cola. Congratulations to Mike Hicks.
You never see black people. We don't put our parents in no phone. You walk in the brother's house, he have a hospital bed in the living room. What? With an old person. Get busy, pass it on.
Busy, engaged in action, occupied.
Well, since I learned to read in the Code Pass It On program, I feel like I'm going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe this is the key to something better, being able to read. I think a lot of people would like to be doing what I'm doing. They don't know where to get help.
Since Anthony learned to read the Course Literacy Pass It On program, he's the definition of a busy person.
Call this number, and you can get busy, too.
Literacy Pass It On.
Will I be rich?
I think someone put roots on me. Can you help?
Is my life ever going to change?
Is anyone new coming into my life? I lost some jewelry. Where should I look?
Will I get a better job?
At the Psychic Hotline, we help people with questions like these every day. Call 1-800-962-6767 and get the answers you need, live, one-on-one, with actual psychics. The answers you need are just a phone call away at 1-800-962-6767. This call is free, adults only.
6-play, 51-yard drive, 2:07 off the clock, and turn. They give him 22 yards on the run. And more importantly, the last 2 offensive possessions by the Aggies resulted in touchdowns, plus a defensive possession resulted in a touchdown. So they've gotten in the end zone the last 2 times they've touched the ball. Last play, I shouldn't say the last drive, first half. Then they blocked the punt to start the second half. And then they drove 50 yards to put it in the end zone. And it's a 28-21 ball game.
There's been fires under the Aggies of North Carolina A&T, 21 unanswered points.
Carl Warren to kick off. Again, another kick.
Return.
Covington out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
By the return of about 34 yards by Covington. Good field position for the Bisons of Howard University, their second possession.
Jay Walker had a statement about this particular game. We talked about prior to the contest today.
It's the biggest game of your career.
No doubt about that. Since we're young, dream about games like this. Got the crowd, everybody against you. All we got is our teammates right now. We're going in here, we're ready for war. It's probably the game of my life.
What is it going to be to keep Howard today?
I think ball control. We got to get out to a quick start. We have the habit of coming out slow sometimes. We're going to try and jump them early, make up the ball, and try and play catch up. They don't pass the ball that well, so we figure we can take advantage of that. Thank you.
Jay Walker, of course, the biggest game of his career today. As he said, jump out to a big lead. They can play catch-up. They did, 21-7. They caught up. Now they've taken the lead, the Aggies. In fact, the big play was just before halftime when Ingram went 27 yards. With 57 seconds to go. So instead of going locker room ahead by 14 points, Howard Bison going by only 7. Walker.
Successive plays, all of us batted down by the attempt to pass by Walker. Again, almost pressure being applied by the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. That defense is on fire.
3rd down, blue depth defense of the Aggies.
Score in the Blue Wheat State U7 state game. The final score, Blue Wheat State 24.
Here he is, spinning out. Number 95 gets the middle on it. Thomas Gardner. Defensive end, 6'6", 235. What's your man?
And there's a player that's shaped for the Aggies. So we'll take a timeout while they're attending them. 28-21. Aggies.
Imagine an all-jazz channel, 24 hours a day. What images come to mind? Jazz. See it. Hear it. Experience the music with Bet on Jazz, the cable jazz channel.
The spirit. There's only one way to move it. Gospel music. Have your spirit moved by the best traditional and contemporary choirs Gospel music has offered on Bobby Jones Gospel. Hear the voices that will rock your soul. and use gospel. Gospel music may never be the same. Bobby Jones Gospel. Feel the spirit. Sunday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern.
Still Adair. The man shaken up out of Charlotte, Carringer High. He came off under his power. Meanwhile, under the shotgun, overwork. 3rd down and 10 facing them. 4 receivers with them to the near side.
Reminiscence of the old, Jerry White Company, Mr. Kelly. Good defensive play.
Great defensive play intended for Jermaine Condon. And the defenders did a good job. One of the things about that 4 wide receivers is you create a sunburst when they get out of the field, and somebody's got to be open, but you got to get the ball there.
Yes, you do.
Wilson over to Jay Walker, extending to it. Don't panic. We have plenty of time.
Here's a young man got a lot of pressure on Day. What's your punter?
It's up another kick. At least he didn't. And it almost hit an Aggie player who did not see the ball coming down. Deion Carlo. We'll be back. 1st and 10 at their own 36. Aggies.
There are many ways to add excitement to your life. For one comes a box. Zuma, the totally out-of-control game of car passing, stick-grabbing, thoroughly mind-blowing fun. Azuma, reckless end-ends, stuffed in a box.
The second hotline? I call every week. They tell me how to find him. And it worked.
I call to get my lucky numbers.
They told me what to do to get what I want. Someone else was causing problems in my life. They told me who it was and what to do.
I never won before, but I'm going to start winning.
I thought it was that luck, but it wasn't. She had put roots on me. Now I'll never be alone again.
The original psychic hotline. Call 1-800-539-7300. This call is free. It's only.
Only good things are happening to me now. This is for the cool.
It's all about Baby Bates. Baby Bates. See him like you've never seen him before as he gets personal about his career and success. October 30th, 1 p.m. and 12:30 a.m. Eastern.
For the record attendance here today, 26,126 in attendance here today. Thank you very much.
Steve Wilson's Bison sideline. Coach Eddie, who is the defensive coordinator for the Bison.
1st and 10.
The announced attendance 26,000 for this particular game. And the fact that it's homecoming had something to do with it, but more importantly, the fact that 2 unbeaten teams come on. The stadium only seats 17,500. It's the 2nd largest in the conference behind MU. It was built and dedicated in 1981. The biggest crowd witness the game was years ago, October 26, 91. Howard also came here to play. They had 24,195, and Howard lost that game 29-6. John Jones is the man who's ailing, number 62.
Players number 62.
Coming in here, talking about what's happening in the conference. The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference of all conferences, and I'm saying all conferences, Division I, 1AA, 2, the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference has the highest scoring average. Their teams are averaging 30 points per game. The Pac-10 is second, 28.2. The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference leads all conferences in 1AA. In rushing average, 196 yards per game.
That's a big offensive play. Draw.
And then the secondary again.
There'll probably be 5 bucks tacked on.
They make you grab the big man. You grab anything you can get a hold of.
Give a chance to watch it again. Sprint draw. Good blocking at the point of attack. A gaping hole. James White does a little nifty move here. There's one.
That's on 91. Shakua Lou.
Still up here. I would give it a 5 yards. They're conferring maybe even what the penalty what I'm suggesting.
Base pass. Next week we'll see another MEAC matchup as Morgan State goes down to Orlando to meet and Morgan, of course, boasts quarterback Reese Chase and wide receiver Jesse Humphrey, while Florida has certain wide receiver sophomore linebacker Rose, who came this week's action as the leading tackler in the Mid-East Athletic Conference. Straight ahead, they hand the ball off, and White goes to carry. And White gains a ball down to about the 46-yard line. You know, coming into this game, there were 20 different things, 10 individual and 10 team type of statistics that were very significant. You had 4 of the top 6 scorers in the top, 2 of the top 4 coaches, 2 of the top 4 offensive leaders, total offensive leaders, 3 or 4 receivers, top 4 receivers, 3 of the top 7 rushers, top 3 all-purposers, 2 of the top 3 punters, the top 5 return men, 2 of the top 3 kickoff return men, and 2 of the top 3 passers. That was in this game alone. That's individual. Then you had in team categories the top 2 offensive teams, the #1 rushing team in A&T. You see why as they continue to pound the ball down the field. The #1 passing team in Howard University. You see Jay Walker through this thing today. The top scoring teams, top 2 kickoff return teams. The #1 punting team in Howard. The first, although they haven't blocked earlier. Here's White again trying to get to the outside. The top team in third down conversions. Offensively, A&T, top team third down converts defensively in Howard. The top sack team in Howard, which they not gotten to Maceo Bolden today, but he had to throw a whole lot. And of course, A&T, the top team in the giveaway takeaway ratio, they were +10. The fact of the matter is, they turned the ball over 3 times.
Mr. White has carried the ball now 15 times for 62 yards, and there's 3 in that 50-yard category or more in this bevy of running backs.
And outside, return a good field tackle. And Jose White, along with White Franklin, come to make the stop. So a loss of about a yard.
Good force, good field, good containment, and this is the result. There's the force. Here's the field and tackle. Good job by Franklin. Loss of a yard and a half. Call it. 2nd down and 12.
That's Ingram in motion.
Sprint draw.
Here's the draw play. And they stop after a gain of about a yard. And White again on the carry. James White.
Little fella. Aaron Kenton on the stop, number 90.
Both of these teams had 2 common opponents this year. Winston-Salem, Florida A&M. If you look at this play once again, Howard beat Winston-Salem 31-10. A&T 39-21, while Howard beat MU 32-13. A&T beat them 41-13. With the 3rd down facing them, the Aggies will call a timeout. 3rd and about 12. And take a timeout. 2:57. Time remaining 3rd quarter.
Job, apartment, and an escort ticket. Let's freeze this moment in time.
Ford Escort, the best small car in America. The woman of my dreams can kid and a dog. Money I saved on my Escort wagon sure came in handy.
No style Escort LX is priced over $2,000 less than the leading import.
With 3 women in the house, it's impossible to agree on anything except that our new Escort and it's priced just right.
It's a quality choice at a great price.
Band special. There it is, November 6th, 2 p.m. Eastern, right here on BET. Right now, the Aggies are facing a 3rd and 12 situation at the 39-yard line of Howard University, leading 28-21. Charlie Neal and Lombardi here in Kingsboro, North Carolina. It's homecoming 1993 for the Aggies. The pass is Bolden. Rose. Got it! 39 yards.
Untouched by Human, his fine job by quarterback Maceo Bolden. I mean, he was a bullet.
And Artis only his 3rd reception or touchdown this year. A big one, which increases the Aggie lead to 35-21. Now they lead by 2 touchdowns. 2:50 left in 3rd quarter.
Let's look at it once again, the replay. Good protection. Looked like situation. Looked like in the back door was a real bundle-up zone coverage.
Well, it was a linebacker almost man-to-man on him. That was Marcus D. And he can't keep up with Rudy Artis.
No way.
Rudy Artis runs out of 4-3.
Nobody on the secondary keep up with it. He's got a dead his speed like that. Hit him right in stride.
That's 11th career touchdown reception. He led 64-yard drive. And 3:39 off the clock.
2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Now, Howell finds himself coming by two touchdowns. Let's see if they can character that's shown by the A&T Aggies by coming back from a 2-touchdown deficit.
It was Rudy Artis out of Guilford High from North Carolina. Cunningham will field the kickoff. Cunningham ends. Cunningham still on his feet. Cunningham is out to the 35-yard line.
Second good return kickoff by Cunningham. Good field position that he's given.
About the fact that here's a young man who's leading kickoff return man in the conference, averaging 34.3 yards per return. He's a little shaken up after a long run, and they'll let the ball at the 36.
A lot like McGregor, the Detroit Lions. Get a chance to watch him again. Shoulders upfield, knees continually turning, trying to get to that wall blockers. Good thrust there by him. He's turning. He aligns himself to get, keeps his leg running. Runs out of 2 feet, tackles his arms, and finally brought down after a fine return of about 36 yards.
First down and 10. Howard University trailing by 2 touchdowns. Remember, they led 31-7. Now they're winning 35-21.
Uppers to receive, lined up to the left, 4.
Jay Walker, screen to Harrell. Harrell knocked out of bounds on the near sideline by John Dixon. Harrell with his 6th reception of the day. And he is too closer to setting the school's all-time leading receiving record.
Again, John Dixon's played a hell of a game defensively. It comes up with the stop here to Gary Harrell. Was not bound, getting a little help there. Good job. He picked up the block punch, scampered in the end zone for a 25-yard touchdown. Second down and about 5.
Walker steps up, throws, Harrell again. No, that's Cunningham. Actually, it looks so similar. And he has a first down at the 46-yard line.
There's some scrappy receivers, I tell you, all of them about the same size. You line up and don't put a jersey number on it. They all do about the same thing. You know, they're all in that quarter. Insects, all of them, gnats, mosquitoes, bugs.
The only one that's a little taller than anybody is Jermaine Kahn.
Yeah, by half an inch. Tremendous ball for great hearts. Good protection here. Oh, good catch.
And it's moving right out of the backfield. And he's close to another first down, maybe a yard shy. 8 yards, 9 yards on the reception. It'll be second down and 1. 2 minutes. 3 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Grant goes out. Walker will work on the shotgun.
Howard's only busted 60 yards here.
Darrell Hill is in as a receiver. A former quarterback.
Oh, almost intercepted twice.
76 had his hand on it. It was 76.
Well, 76 along with number 50.
Rod Google, 56. 76, Tom Crump.
76, Mr. Crump out of his hand.
56, McDougal, isn't it?
Yes, good job by the defense putting on pressure. Relentless pursuit on Jay Walker. Again, didn't allow the screen to form or get off to the intended receiver. Brings up third down.
Loans that back is Bill Simpson behind Walker. On third.
3rd and 1 there. Need a percentage play here. Hitch.
They won't.
Defensive back. Young man is leading the conference. Kurt Virgin's on the coverage on Cunningham on a hit screen.
1 down.
Now.
They're going to go for it.
Here it is. Good close here on the receiver by Virgin and getting help from his friend.
A lot of,
I mean, a
lot of jerseys.
That's right.
4th down and a 4. It's 4th and 4, not 4th and 1 now. Big 4th down play.
He's going to keep it himself.
Throws, caught, and a first down.
Buzzing beyond the line of scrimmage. What presence does he have, Jay Walker? Good soft pass and try to fire it under the pressure he was under.
And that's the mark of a good quarterback, because a lot of guys just throw it down as hard as they can, but he knew he didn't need to throw it hard, so it'll make it easy for your receiver. It's a big, you need that play.
Yes, you do. The high percentage goes out to his left. He's got 3 wide outs. He picks the open receiver, a nice soft lob touch. Soft hands, he gets the first down inside the 2, mark it to 18, 1st and 10. Got the blitz.
And he's still...
Oh, if he gets that, teammate open. And he got a chance to set there.
Let's see, was there let down.
Get a chance to see, maybe the guys weren't set offensively. He had a chance to set. There was one was in the end.
Offsides defense. Offsides for the Aggies.
Gary Harrell was in the end zone. Had Jay Walker had a chance to plant himself. Had a chance to keep first down with 5 yards to their benefit. 1st and 5.
I think they would have had the touchdown.
Oh, no question. No question.
At the 13-yard line, first down and 5 for Howard University. Rupert Grant stays in. They work out of the shotgun again. Aggies showing blitz. Here they come.
Wide open. Oh, touchdown. Over cap. Gary Harrell.
And his 7th reception of the day, and for his touchdowns concerned, his 5th touchdown reception of the year. From the 8-yard line.
Here it again. Get a chance to watch it. Watch it on. Watch this. Boom! John Elway to hard out. Great job by Jay Walker. I mean, a full strike. Good concentration by Harrell because he was wide open. A lot of times receivers inadvertently take their eyes off it. Good job with the set. Point after good. Howard now trails by 7.
35-28. So that's the first time Howard has scored since they took a 21-7 lead in the 2nd quarter with 10:47 on Grant's 5-yard run.
Sure, again, I made mention of it. Sometimes you live by the blitz, but again, sometimes you die by it. You got man-to-man coverage. Harrell has got behind the defender, number 5, on the roll. And whipped it in there for the touchdown. On the floor. On the floor was the coach man. Short drive, 7 plays, 64 yards. Good sustained drive. Touchdown. Place culminating on a 13-yard reception from Walker to Harrell. But 7 points closer there. Oh!
And it's down at the 21-yard line. That's where the Aggies will go to work. Now remember, they have scored the last 3 offensive possessions they had in the ball game going into the first half. Plus, they scored on a defensive block punt, returned by Dixon, 25 yards for a score. 7-point ball game. Methodical drive by Jay Walker the last time to take him downfield and put him to the end zone. We'll see the time remaining in the third quarter. 4 seconds. Bowling, the quarterback for the Aggies, who has thrown touchdown passes up today.
Defensive up left side by the Bison Howard University. Good forward field, good containment. As a result, this wing D has been making some valuable yardage there. They barely picked up 2 yards. 2nd down and 8, we'll call it.
2-time defending MEAC champ. Aggies of North Carolina A&T ranked 3rd in the nation in 1AA scoring, 1 offense, and 6th in total offense. Bolin rolls out. The left-hand throws. Has a man complete on the far side. First down, Aggies A&T.
I'll tell you what, they run this play successfully in the first 3 quarters. Now this is about to end with 3 seconds. Still another play because he went out of bounds. But no one is covering the motion man. Here he is. Look at number 20. No one is on all. He's wide open and he tracks himself. And now by the time defense converge, he's got 5 yards for the 1st and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line.
The last play of the first quarter, and White, first quarter, he has a first down. Look at midfield as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes of football left. It's a 35-28 ball game. We'll be back.
I've been smoking all my life. It's terrible. The smoking calms my nerves. I think it affected my daughter. She's personal sense. My mother smokes butt off, and so why? That's not why my daughter started. I was told her to do as said, not as I do.
But I started smoking anyway. I didn't want to gain weight. But I always tell my daughter, don't smoke.
You smoke. Your family smokes.
Today, we're going to talk about spree and something else you have in your mouth. Your tongue. There are two important parts to spree. The outside part that's fruity and sweet, and the inside part that's sour. There are two important parts to your tongue. The part that senses sweet, the part that senses sour. What does it all mean? It means you should spree. Because if you eat something that's just sweet for this part, something that's just sour for this part, you can get bored tongue. Spree. Do it for your tongue.
Boys, and bring in the Christmas season early. With the world premiere of Let It Know. Just watch a video sold. Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Wait in line. Wait your turn. All you do is wait. Wait. Now they're shaking sorry, where everyone plays at the same time. Shaking dice, sliding dice, stealing dice.
Sorry, I win.
Shaking sorry. Much fun as classic sorry.
Every second of an asthma attack can feel like eternity. That's why there's Primatene Mist. Primatene opens clogged breathing tubes fast when speed counts. Primatene Mist, fastest type asthma relief without prescription.
Eat diets to a specially trained registered dietitian who will help you lose weight and keep it off.
Talking to the dietitian, it's so personal and individual. It's fabulous.
The diet line helped me lose 12 pounds. I lost 10 pounds.
I lost 4 pounds. The diet line, we're here for the individuals during the tough times, all the time. As a nurse, I recommend Diet Line.
1-900-933-DIET. Just $2.95 per minute. Adults only.
Here we go.
Great with some black car with the ball comes your way on BET right here, November 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Right now, we've got a pretty good game going for you here in Greensboro, North Carolina. The Aggies celebrating their homecoming against the Bison Howard University. The Aggies have a first down and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Because of the little fellow number 90 who's put a great defensive ball game, Aaron Gibson.
Aggies. You know, Lem, there's a debate going on as to whether or not they be the greatest team the Aggies have ever had. I mean, they talk about the 1950 team that went 7-2, that was coached by Bert Piggott. They talk about the 1986 team, went 9-3, which Mo Forte was coaching.
Big Mo.
And, you know, they also talk about the 7-0 team back in 1927.
I remember
they had a 4-0 team in 1943 that, I say 4-0 because
look at that.
Oh, down to 35-yard line. Getting close to that 100-yard mark.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. What a selective one, too. I mean, he stays behind it. Doctors get a chance to see it again. Roll, in, out. Good job, picking, selecting.
He's averaging 115 yards a game rushing. It is first and 10 at the 34-yard line of Howard University. They can't stop him. Here's the other fullback, Larry King, big tall junior from Harborough, North Carolina.
What needs a triple yard to get the century mark, Dave? 97 yards on 18 carries. Well, that offensive line has been a working machine up today.
But, you know, I talked to Mason Bolin a little bit before game, and the thing is, you got Edward, Lyde, Hamilton, around all seniors. So next year's the building year for that offensive line. So you got it all while you've got the horses. This time, Larry has trouble getting away from Kit Christie. Mark Christie's there. He also had help from number 97,
Jose White.
Two linebackers. They've done a job. 29 sacks by Howard University coming in, although I said Mason Bolin had only been sacked 6 times, doesn't throw the ball that much, and they haven't got to him today. Howard has allowed 14 touchdowns running. That was a year ago. 8 passing. This year, they were 7-7. Most of the touchdowns this game have come on the kind of good Well, he was before the ball was released.
Dante Owens.
But before the ball was released, the artist, the intended receiver, and it's a fourth down situation. So Howard University gets a little bit of relief here.
Man, Carl 1. Here it is. Couldn't see it here, but he was bumped
prior
I mean,
to
it wasn't inadvertent. It wasn't inadvertent bumping either. It was desperation bumping. Oh,
maybe a break for Howard.
Oh, what's this?
Nothing.
Another Mike Bass, Gerald Cleveland, Super Bowl, Los Angeles, mine against the Redskins. How you throw a touchdown? I kick a touchdown. I tell you, man. That snap, a little high, little Carl Warren in the stands, only 5 seconds chance to see it again. Ball sort of held over his head. He does a good job of trying to go up vertically. But now, show what it is. It's intended screen on the way. It is. Look. It was
no, it didn't intend to drop it.
Oh, it didn't intend to drop it. Didn't intend to drop it. I think it intended to screen. Watch. Watch what's happening. They're all four already. The offensive line is placing up back. They draw the ball from Warren. Who had no chance to get it away.
They wanted to pass the ball, but I don't think they wanted to snap to be over
No,
there.
they did, but it was intended screen is what I meant.
On 32-yard line is where Howard will go to work.
Well, I'm excited. Exciting ball game, too. I got early cross.
Pass has time. Goes, has it complete. Goes to midfield. Wayne Williams does the first down for the Howard University Bison.
There's a rule I wish they hurry up and change. When a guy hits ground without anybody touching him, he can get up and run. A lot of games lost on that same read. This rule, once his knee hits down, he's down with nobody touching him now. Good job.
7-yard line, first down, 15 yards of reception.
From the gun.
And it's going to give it a tight end.
Get it upfield, big guy.
And Bruce Sierra is down to the 26-yard line.
Good job.
Sierra 6'4", 255. And he got it all moving there. Once he got it in motion, it was hard to pull it up.
He lumbered upfield for 5 yardage.
He was still shifting gears. Watch out when he makes this catch.
Silver Spring.
He's in first gear now. It goes to second.
Good job, Harvard. Quite effectively, big guy. We're not looking light up.
Walker. Incomplete. Second down at the 26.
Defense is a little tired, you know. A couple of handling plays, some big pass catch combinations. They had to advance it downfield now on the scram play. Go back to scramble to keep the defense in trouble because of the coverage they have to cover, the yards they have to cover to keep a scrambling quarterback attack. Brings up second down and 10.
Cooper Grant, the low setback. Dwayne Williams and Flea Harrell far to the left side. He needs one reception to break the school record. Harrell, that is.
Oh, look at that! What? Look at that!
Look at the touchdown. What put on the ball?
What
26 yards.
All right, I asked you about Garrity if they can come back from a 2-down deficit. You see Garrity at his finest right here. Great job. Charlie, you talked about the touch. Good looking here. The ball pocket on the toes. He sees the defender behind. A nice ball by the Cunningham. It's straight into the end on untouched by human hand.
Well was the defender. 12-10 remaining. The point effort is good. And it's all tied at 35.
Find out what's in the Navy Fruiter. Call 1-800-USA Navy or contact your local Navy Fruiter.
Excellent. Wait a minute, guys. Check it out. Guys, the pizza coming. Much more. It's like free HBO for what? Free HBO. Free HBO. Can I also mention it's free? Prove it. Just damn it, a coupon, guys. Here we go. Whoa.
Buy any Bigfoot pizza and get free trial month HBO. Just mail in the coupon.
Well, back to you, Jen. Who are you?
Bigfoot pizza. Legendary value.
To the tick-tock, get up, stop. You put a can in your hand and just pop the top. Yo, Chris, what's the flow? What's in your hand? It's the N to the P-R-I-C-E can. Understand the course, Chris. Crazy, crazy, just unexpectedness that you never miss. What's your name? Daddy, M-A-C. What you drink? S-B-R-T-E-Y. It's a lifesaver when you need thirst. Screeching like a with the llama. But now you know that chicken works. So drink up, drink is what you gotta do. Why? 'Cause I like the Sprite in you.
There are many ways to add excitement to your life. But only one comes in a box. Azuma, the totally out-of-control game of car passing, stick grabbing, thoroughly mind-blowing fun. Azuma, that's the band end, stuck in a box.
Much time already. That's why my stomach is talking to me.
I smell fries.
I'm out, yo. Wait, just bring me back a Big Mac extra value.
Make that two.
I'm popping for Kiki.
I can't exploit manhood like that, my brother.
And McDonald's prices exploit me.
No, I got it.
Allow me.
Could have been these and back by y'all.
To make the most of your money, get a whole lot of the food you love in McDonald's extra value.
My treat. Lunch money. Come back.
And McDonald's today. Powerful treats for Reese's and Buttercup.
I like to eat the peanut butter first.
There's no wrong way to eat Reese's.
Although J.D. Power Associates ranked Toyota Paseo best model at initial quality in its price class, here's some things they might have missed. On warm days, it runs a little hot. It can be noisy at high speeds. And sometimes, it's hard to get out of first gear. Other than that, Paseo is a very practical car from Toyota.
First down and goal from the 6 for the Aggies of A&T with 7:37 remaining in the score tied at 35. It's been a whale of a ball game here at Homecoming 1993 for the Aggies. Howard lost a disappointing game to the Aggies a year ago up in Washington Green Stadium. Missing a crucial field goal. Bowling from the shotgun. Throws. Incomplete. Intended
Rudy
for
Artis.
Rudy Artis.
Third down brings up. Second down, I'm sorry, they just had a 5 penalty for procedure. All right, they're going with this shit offense, no huddle. They really don't have to hurt because it was an incomplete forward pass.
Second down and goal from the shotgun again. Got for the sprint draw. Ball at the 6. Artis sack at the 11-yard line.
The sack of the day registered.
I don't understand. Personally, I don't understand why they're throwing the ball. Here's a team that's lived by the run
all day
and
all year.
Picked up yards, averaging something like 7 yards every time they carry the ball. Or 5.7 yards every time they carry the ball, and they have 4 chances from the 6, and they're throwing it. I don't understand that.
Offense like a sifted, and the defense just poured through. Timeout now called by the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. They need to on the sideline regroup as they have third down situation. 655 seconds remaining in the 4th and final period.
6:56 the time remaining. It is third down and goal at the 11 now. Again, I don't understand the play calling. And I'm not, Joe Goodette, the offensive coordinator for the Aggies. I don't understand there's a team that's averaging.
Again, Charlie, I don't understand the play selection. They went with no huddle offense to hurry play, and it was a timeout anyway. The clock had stopped. Straight wide receiver off to the left. Go to the office. It's going to be some type of pattern.
Well, there's more time on the clock.
Pump it up by 7 seconds, I think he requested. Get that up to 7 minutes, 7 seconds. Pump up the value.
That's what they want, 7:05. That's what they put back on the clock. So now the Aggies were going for their 7th win of the year, as is Howard University. Bowling. 2 straight incompletions. Actually, he was sacked once. He had an incompletion, and he was sacked on 2nd down. First down, he had an incompletion to the artist.
Now
the officials are trying to get together on what the clock situation is.
There's 7 more clock.
Don't forget, next week we travel to Orlando, working against Florida A&M.
In the city. Bring your club.
Good receiver, that one.
Oh! The sack of the day.
And it's the fourth down situation. Big number 86 comes through with a big sack. Bison's of Howard.
And Richards. Here it is again.
And you're from Hampton, Virginia.
Boy, he wanted him. He wanted him, I tell you.
Again, I do understand why he went for it early. Here's Warren. It's a field goal. It'll be a 41-yard field goal effort. No good. Off to the...
Oh, what a job defensively was displayed then by the defense of the Bison of Howard University.
Take a timeout. It's old tie 35.
Oh, we're getting down to 2 seconds.
Ready for showdown?
Introducing Showdown Yahtzee, the first Yahtzee board game with all the hot Yahtzee action, plus the final showdown.
Wondering if you're pregnant? This blue line gives an out that's easy to read. It's the line New Clear Blue Easy. If you see it, you're pregnant. If you don't, you're not. New Clear Blue Easy. All you need to know in one line.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Baby, I'm a baby.
Every second an asthma attack can feel like an eternity. That's why there's Primatene Mist. Primatene opens clogged breathing tubes, restores free breathing fast when speed counts. So you're breathing easy in practically no time. Primatene Mist, fastest asthma relief without a prescription. And for hours of relief, Primatene tablets with the asthma reliever doctors recommend.
To the sit, stop, stop. You put a can in your hand and just pop the top. Hey, yo, Chris, with some love, what's that in your hand? It's the X of the P-R-I-D-E-N. Other than the cross, crazy stuff unexpected that you should never miss. So what's your name, Daddy? M-A-C, and what's your drink? S-B-R-D-E-Y. It's a lifesaver when you need thirst, like a kiss with a lot of twists. Now you know that's chicken. Work to drink up, it's what you gotta do. Why? 'Cause I like to fight in you.
Nobody's going to play the Monopoly game.
Yeah, there's Monopoly Junior game for kids just like you. It's all about it to the amusement park. You get to buy and sell like Monopoly. You can get friends.
Like Monopoly, the Monopoly Junior game. Specially designed for kids 5 to 8.
What are Americans saying about Hershey's cookies and mint? The irresistible combination of crunchy cookie bits and lightly minted Hershey chocolate is drawing unanimous response. It's the coolest Hershey bar.
November 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Great moments of blackout football, and you can just see some plays in this particular game.
You have to work in fighting ball game. 35-35, 6-0 both teams coming to ball games. A lot of records on the line. One was broken. Already breaking the all-time reception record at Howard University.
24 seconds to go. Walker was sacked. The most important thing is not to turn over here. But
talk about the cardiac kid. Oh, what a catch!
And stepping out of bounds to stop the clock is Cunningham. 16 seconds to go.
What a reception throw combination. Here it is. So that's an old-fashioned reading Bible. Over the shoulder catch by Cunningham.
Here's Walker again with plenty of time. Throws in the middle. Oh. Knocked away. Intended for Harrell.
Don't look like Harrell was ready for it. Didn't locate the ball.
Well, the defender kind of deflected it. So he was open temporarily.
Here it is. Looks like it carried off his left shoulder, too. Another defensive back had some thrust in it. 2nd down and 10. Ball's on 40-yard line of Howard University.
11 seconds to go.
This may go toward the end zone. Deep downfield. Not a lot of rush. There it is. He picked it up. What a throw.
Out there.
What a throw.
Couldn't get to Jermaine Kahn. Intended to receive with 4 seconds to go. How many yards, Slim?
55 yards. It cut in the air. 55 yards, and he didn't even wind up with it.
Look at the defensive back. He's a little winded.
He's run out of his socks already, man. Maybe catching cramps, too. It's been a long day.
That is Miles Anafarora.
Miles Anafarora. I think I chopped his name up in the third quarter. I got it back, though. Miles. Third down. 4 seconds. This may be the final play in regulation. Now he winds this up. Now this ball coming 67. Look at his ball.
And he has hands on it. Remember.
Yes, he did. Number 3, Dad.
That was Wayne Williams had his hands on it.
Well, we'll see the EAC overtime rule in effect here.
That was about 80, 60, 75-yard pass.
Here it is.
Watch number 3. Wayne Williams get his hand, one hand on it.
Gee, Christmas.
One more finger. It might have been 6. Ready for overtime. We'll be back.
How to eat a Reese's peanut butter?
I like to eat the peanut butter first.
There's no one way to eat a Reese's.
There are many ways to add excitement to your life. Only one comes in a box. Azuma, the totally out-of-control game of card passing, stick grabbing, thoroughly mind-blowing fun. Azuma, reckless abandon, stuck in a box.
Fly. That's the word, my brothers. Fly. Soar where the eagles don't go. Expand your points of view. It's what you think, how you look, and what you do. Fly guys use Esco Texturizer for men. It brings out the natural wave pattern, the way you want, or any style you want. It's what's in your head and what's on top. It's aiming high and getting props. Don't be content ground zero. Fly.
So I feel hey, chicken sounds good. I had for Long John. Something tells me I should. For $1.99, I hear a voice say, chicken at Long John's a blow away. Hey, what am I thinking? Am I in outer space? Can the word best chicken be at this place? And what's that chicken at Long John's is just a thing. So many choices, those taste buds, those things. So I stopped the sign, couldn't believe my eyes. Got the $1.99 fish chicken fries. So if you're thinking chicken, you gotta go fish. Long John's still a chicken to get your wish.
Forces out of the system. You have a code 3.
RoboCop. The state-of-the-art.
Police officer, no loitering.
In law enforcement technology.
I thought your ninja was supposed to carry a RoboCop for me.
RoboCop 3. Back to fight system. Rated PG-13. Starts November 5th.
We're in overtime. I don't remember, Lem, this may be the first ever we've ever had. Do you know any of it?
Yeah, the first time the rule was effective in the we did Delaware State, South Carolina State, and Howard. Down in Orangeburg. Yes.
That's right.
Is that good percent or what?
Yeah. I know it wasn't many.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
But what an exciting contest this is. The only thing I'm going to do is when I see Wayne Williams again, why didn't you catch the ball so we get a bet here?
Don't put that pressure on. That would have been the mirror play, I tell you.
It certainly would have been. In the meantime, it looks like Howard will give the ball.
Both teams get a chance to score 4 plays. Well, you get 4 opportunities to get it into the end zone by kicking it or running it in a pass. Now, if
marking the ball, as we said, that 25.
Now, 25. A&T had the first opportunity with 4 plays to get it in. If they don't, the ball would then be marched back to the other end of the field. Howard have 4 opportunities. If A&T did not convert, Howard converts on the opportunity. The game is over.
The idea, the whole thing about it, there's 26,000 fans is packed this Aggie Stadium here today. I think many have left.
If they have, they only left to get warm clothing. And they don't.
At the 25-yard line, here's a handoff to White. And White gets the yard down to the 24. Shaku Olu had the ankle.
Young man down to play the wheel of the game, number 57 from his linebacker position. Mark Christie. He's down. Maybe a dim neck. Looked like he met the runner. Get on. Last to the time of the ball game. Trust the way this young man is today. Looked like he had a head-on collision. The running back as well as the lead blocker.
Talk about strategy. I again believe, as we said earlier, that Howard won the toss. It starts overtime, but elected to let A&T have ball first as we look at what may have happened.
There it is, head to head, face to face. A fuchi. That's a good job. He got his head a little stiff.
So he's up and going off under his own power. And it'll bring up a second down and 9 yards to go.
Doesn't matter. Still first and 24, second and 24, or the score, whichever comes first. I don't think you can first and 10 and keep life alive. You can, I don't think, Joe. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. It's been a little while since we've had these overtimes. Okay, you can first and 10. Pressure. Oh, hit him.
Plays the ball and drop back.
He's 2 yards again.
At the 26-yard line.
Jose White to stop.
It is 3rd down and 11.
They're down in 12. They can get a first down. Pressure.
Bowling.
Pressure.
Fourth down. Wow. He's sacked back to 34-yard line. Shaku Alou.
We love you. Shaku Alou out of Boston, Massachusetts.
So again, they bring on Warren. Warren now, we're going to go field goal. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt. As long as 39. He's 0 for 1 outside the 40 this year.
First had the yardage. They just hook left. Let's see if he'll make an adjustment. This is
short, way short.
Now the ball being down. Go ahead, Charlie.
Howard will get the ball at the 25 now. He'll have a chance to get in the end zone. Wilson gave the ball up first to the Aggies.
The second time.
50-yard field goal attempt. Way short.
Didn't hit good at all like he hit the first 2 attempts, which kept the distance and hook left. They go at the same end. The defense switched around. You get the same condition. Both teams going into the end.
From the 25-yard line, now here comes Howard.
Looking about to be. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this!
Jay Walker!
Look at this! Look at Jay Walker! Believe it!
Touchdown, Howard, they win in overtime.
Boy, this volume going on or what? It's a Jay Walker call. It's an automatic call. Nobody in the center. What a great job.
Aggie crowd. Watch it. Finally in the middle. He just takes off, and he has one man to beat. A defensive back, and he's in his zone for 6. Howard wins it 41-35. What a way to end it in overtime.
He beat a British Virgin, leads the league, a conference in interceptions with 6. And look at this.
A 25-yard
quarterback keeper.
What a strategy. Look at Jay Walker. You talk about his stock rising. It's gone to the top. Final in overtime. Howard University wins over the Aggies 41-35. We'll see you next week in Orlando. For Lynn Barney and the entire BET Sports staff, Charlie Neal saying today's game has been brought to you by Coca-Cola. Coke, always the call, always Coca-Cola. And by Campbell Soup. Never underestimate the power of soup. We'll see you next week in Orlando.
Yeah, they were looking for classic all-American beauty. So I thought to myself, hey.
The ad said they were looking for this red freckle-faced kid, you know, with a clean-cut boy next door look, right? So what do you think?
When Lorraine and I started our daycare center, we wanted to give the kid a head start on computers. So we got Alfie. Our own kids had them.
And still play with them.
Well, now Play School has made Alfie even smarter. New software for different ages.
Oh, and he got a cousin, the alphabet Alfie, for old kids. He knows all about letters.
G is for hamburger. He even does spelling.
What letter does here? You're right.
Alfie is a friend you'll never forget.